Hello and welcome to Call of Cthulhu Below the Land of Fire. We are here, and we are very excited about tonight, and I did not fix my green screen, but it's fine. Just don't pay attention to my messy office behind me. We're gonna go around, we're gonna say who we are, who we're playing, and then I'll give a little recap of last week. I'm Lindy, and I'm the Keeper of Arcane Lore, and I'm gonna throw it over to Yutsai while I fix my green screen. Yutsai, how are you this evening?
Doing alright. My name's Yutsai. I'll be playing Parker Lee, a pawn shop owner who sometimes says things without thinking first.
That's great. Love that. What about you, Nugget? How are you this evening?
I'm great. I'm Nugget. I'm playing Bobby Mae Dean, the investigative photojournalist who sometimes reacts to things that were said without thinking in unexpected ways.
I love that for her. Someone who I also love is Snow. How are you? How are you doing?
I am doing great. I'm nearly done my dumpling that I've been fending off for my cat. And
Good.
I will be playing Irina Zhao, who I believe would like to start a cult. And also get into some occult today.
Who am I to stop you from starting a cult? Someone who I think might not be interested in joining that cult, but I could be wrong, is Dimples and Dice. How are you this evening?
I'm great. Cult starting would probably be more of me as a person than my character's thing. But I'm going to be playing Teddy, the Terror Gilbert, who is less terrorizing right now than he's usually, but thinks that Bobby Mae Dean might be the terror for tonight.
I think a lot of things could be the terror for tonight, but one of those things would not be, probably. Animation, how are you this evening?
I'm good. I'm hopefully not terrifying. I don't know. I've been told otherwise on both ends, but it's all good. I'm Hannah, and tonight I'm playing Dr. Bronwyn Hughes, who is thus far doing pretty okay. There's nothing that's happened so far that can't be explained by science, and we're hoping to keep it that way. So, it's all good.
No promises. What happened last week was we started off with Teddy the Terror, who was having more of a night terror, actually. Bit of a nightmare. That was weird. Lots of birds, weird ocean stuff. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Sky turning red. I wouldn't worry about it. And Dr. Bronwyn Hughes unpacked her things, and they all met up for a lovely lunch at the, kitchenette area. Not the kitchenette, the, dining room area of the hotel. They've got a little restaurant attached. And, they filled each other in on the information that Parker, Bobby Mae, and Irina had acquired earlier that day, throughout the first half of the day. And they decided to split ways a little bit. Have Dr. Bronwyn Hughes, Parker Lee, take Heather to see Dr. Hurt, who is of questionable medicalness, perhaps. But it's fine. They got some prescriptions. Nothing that can't help, right? And while they were doing that, Teddy and Bobby Mae went down to the beach and met two little youngins. They had a lovely conversation amongst themselves first about being a little concerned about their dreams. But then they met two little youngins. I don't know what fell, but it was something. I'm not gonna worry about it. Gloria and Esteban. They made a deal that they would pay 5 whole American dollars for anything interesting that they find on the beach, which it was outbidding the dockmaster, apparently. And so they promised that they would bring it by the hotel front desk for them if, I think you guys gave them a little note to the desk if they found anything. And they handed you a soapstone star that they had found that day while digging for crabs. For dinner. They went back and all decided, you know what? It's been a little while. We've been talking and figuring out stuff. Let's get some takeout. So they went to get some local takeout, some really good beef. And Argentina, if I'm not mistaken, is the world's largest consumer of beef. They beat out Brazil. It's a little crazy. So yeah, they were getting to get a nice, barbecue, kind of roast dinner. It smelled amazing. And they noticed a kind of shady, less shady, maybe a little more sketchy. Individual trying to lay low. It was Brian Lovell, the former editor for Mysteries at the End of the World's crew. They followed him out of the restaurant. Very, very short-lived chase happened, and then they broke his nose a little bit. Asked him a bunch of questions. He confessed to being the saboteur that the group's been experiencing, but it wasn't his fault. These creepy, cloaked, culty people made him do it. And he was worried about them because he opted out and he can't leave. The airport people just won't let him go, which is weird. I wouldn't worry about it. But then Parker noticed that there was a shadow listening in on their conversation across the street around the corner, and went to go try to intercept, try to convince him to pull a fast one on him. But poor Yutsai's rolls last week were very much against him, and therefore the cultists didn't buy it. So as a last effort resort, he turned on the signal. Again, the really bad signal that makes everyone roll power sanity checks every time they hear it. On the city street in Ushuaia. So he did that, and crit failed along with Miss Irina Zhao, and they kind of just stood there in a bit of a catatonic state for a moment while the cultist. Before he turned that on, he did dodge a knife stab from the cultist, though, which was pretty cool. The cultist did take a shred of that jacket, though, a bit of the sleeve, I believe. On his way out, and he booked it, and everyone else was like, Parker, why'd you turn that on? And came over, and Parker said, I pulled a Bobby May. And we're about to get into that moment right there as Teddy went, damn, Bobby May, you've been verbed. As Irina, you were asking about an occult check, doing some occult experience. You've had a little bit of experience with the occult. Various places around the world, either things that don't pan out working for Wintercroft, or being in kind of strange places, tuning strange instruments, sometimes pipe organs, sometimes, there's that one time with the Wurlitzer. That was a little weird. But, yes, you got a hard success on your occult. Do you recall anything that's kind of like this scenario? Well, cults. Am I right? No, that's not all you're gonna get. The cults, a lot of them have a similar modus operandi. They kind of have something, they all kind of have their similarities. They're all obsessed with something, wanting to bring about something, or worship something. You don't quite have enough information to figure out if they're worshiping something or want to bring about something, but based on the behavior of the Dockmaster, you're putting some pieces together, you would say that they definitely worship something. What it is exactly, you don't know. But this appears to be a cult that at least incorporates the worship of something into their MO. And, has there been anything like this? Well, you've heard of lots of different cults that involve the ocean. Water, the moon cycles, that's all fairly common, superstitious stuff. But not anything with so many people going missing. At least, not in modern times. You've read a couple of books where, the cultists take sacrifices, to certain places to have certain rituals done. But that's a lot of people that have gone missing. You'd imagine, based on the number of boats that have gone missing on the Argentinian side alone, that's probably at least 100 people. And then you've got all the boats on the Chilean side that Mateo said have been going missing. That's another probably 100 or 2. So you're looking at a lot of people disappearing, and due to its location in the world, the remoteness of location, it hasn't been reported on a whole lot. It's not a pressing concern for the rest of the world, which is probably why no one's really looking at it. Aside from local authorities who, hard to say, they might have been bribed. Cults often try to infiltrate governments, or at least at the local level, to try to get away with some things. And with the confidence that the Dockmaster had, you're guessing he's got his hands in a couple of pockets. Yeah, nothing with this exact circumstances. There are plenty of cults that deal with the water. Oh, but then there's all that stuff that Wintercroft sent? How does that work in? Maybe it's just their general, it might be a cult kit. But then you didn't get that for DJ Yakumama, so that's weird. And they already had the little star, the Elder Cipher, as they called it. Already written down for y'all. So maybe it's something Wintercroft has dealt with before. But you don't remember reading any declassified case files about it. But this seems like a legit cult. Like, if that hard success, these people are they're in it. It's not just some little, oh, we're a cultist. It's not like Cabal Wednesdays, you know what I'm saying? It's like a it's a
Cabal
legit
every day.
cult. Yeah, it's Cabal all day, every day.
24/7, like a
And
drive-through.
they definitely seem to have a motive. And worship something. No, that's what you figure out with your
Yeah.
hard success.
Calling back to last week, because
Mhm.
short-term memory.
Yes.
Wasn't I next to our dear doctor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If that is the case, she just kind of like looks over at Dr. Bronwyn after she's like, yeah, I'm alright, you know, all that, and just like, I think we're dealing with a real cult.
Oh, aye. That would explain a couple of the hinky things we've been seeing lately.
It's everything I've ever encountered before, and then some.
Is this something that you've maybe expressed to the rest, or do you think we should get all together and sort of talk this out?
Actually, why don't we just wait and see? And she pulls back her food and just
All right.
as I'm looking at the
As we cut
Parker,
over to
Bobby, May, and Teddy
we-
trio.
we cut over that scene right there, about probably 10-15 feet away.
Now remind me. Like, we're in the middle of, like, the street, right?
We're like on a street corner. Yeah.
A street corner, okay.
On the side. We're on the sidewalk, don't worry.
Right.
There's not a lot of traffic in Ushuaia, so you're
No.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So my memory is shot. So Parker was walking down.
I think
south,
he gave you
heading
back the
south.
signal.
No, I
You
took
gave it to
back.
Dr. Hughes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I took it back and then I gave it to Dr. Hughes.
I did
He
a
said-
loop. I did the long way. So
Mhm.
Wrong way. Okay.
Yeah, they tried to give it to Teddy, and Teddy was like, I'm
I'll
going
break
to
it.
break
I'm gonna
this
destroy
thing
this. Yeah.
because
Which was
y'all
kind of-
shouldn't have it. None
which
of
was
y'all
kind of you,
motherfuckers can be
not to
trusted.
immediately break it.
Right. I don't think Bobby says anything just yet. She's kind of just silently fuming.
Mm-hmm. Bob May,
Parker-
you've handed it back. Parker?
Parker is still nursing his. I'm assuming like still has a mild headache from getting
yeah,
100
everyone
on the dice.
has a mild headache, except for Dr. Bronwyn Hughes, just from waking up today. But yeah, a little bit more than usual. It's more like that ringing you get after you hear a really loud sound. You've got that going on. Irina would too.
Bobby May, you good over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Teddy has heard that I'm fine for too many times in his life. There's no psychology check needed.
Nope.
This is where Teddy is like, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now.
Take a
All
step
right.
back.
Yep. And I'm gonna just, you know what? This one's not involving me.
Parker's pressing his thumbs to his temples. God damn it. Ugh. All right. Is everyone okay?
Yeah, I was doing better before we decided to hit the silly noise of death button.
Yeah, not one of my proudest moments. It was a last ditch effort, and I definitely knew you guys would figure out something weird was going on.
What if it would have had all of us walking into a lake for a long swim? or our last swim?
Like I said, not my smartest moment. Calculated risk. I'll be honest, I didn't think the range was that far. I thought it was a little more localized.
Why the hell would you think that? It transmits across the ocean in boats. This is something that has been transmitting across radios. Why would you not think it doesn't have a big old range?
Well, not everyone outside of the hotel got knocked out the last time this happened. So I
we
thought
don't
maybe
know that. We didn't leave
You
the
all
hotel. We had no idea.
Parker thinks for a moment. Shit. So you're right.
I'm no mathematician, but I think your calculus is a little bit off.
I was hoping I could get a lead. And at the very least,
Why don't you just have me punch someone in the head and knock them the fuck out and then bring them back somewhere?
That's where the con comes in, Teddy. That's where I pretend I'm on their side. The idea was I was working deep undercover. I needed an info drop now before I had to go back undercover with you guys. Do you think all these cult people know who the fuck everyone else is? You say a few well-placed words and they'll think that they're part of some now grander conspiracy.
You know that if you knock somebody out or punch them hard enough that they feel it the next couple of days, that they usually do what you say?
Yeah, did that work with the Dockmaster?
No, but the Dockmaster was a weird situation. The
What if
Dockmaster...
And what if they're all weird, Teddy? I thought it was a good idea. I took a gamble at the very least. I wanted to see if that weird little marble thing affected them like it affects the rest of us. And I can't remember because I fucking blacked out.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to that end of things before I did.
Bobby May, apparently.
Parker pauses.
Yeah, you did get burned, Bobby May. I'm not gonna lie, that one's still stuck
Teddy,
in my
I do
head
not
a
need to
little
hear it from you right now.
Look, the last time this shit happened, you were the one who pressed the marble, so...
Because y'all told me to.
I thought it was a bad idea. Let me put that perfectly out
And
there.
you didn't think it was a bad idea this time.
I thought
in
I was
the middle
only...
of the fucking street.
I thought I was only endangering myself, maybe one or two innocent bystanders, at most.
It affected the entire hotel. Why would you think that?
Remember, I didn't realize it may have affected the people outside. Look, I was thinking fast. I'm normally good at this. It was supposed to work.
Somehow I doubt that.
Parker looks like he wants to crawl into a hole and disappear for a bit. He
you know
takes
what? Let's
out a piece of folded paper from his whatever's left of his jacket and just like kind of wipes his brow with it and realizes, oh fucking shit. Oh hey, DJ Yukomama's in town. He shows the pamphlet to you guys. I got handed by.
Save the whales! Stop polluting our oceans with plastic! This weekend! Nature rally!
What the hell are they doing down here?
I don't know. Maybe they're actually part of the cult for all I know. I'm having a bad day.
Oh, stupid.
Yeah. All right. Listen. Let's get this food back to the hotel room. We have a lot to talk about. Let's go back. Let's eat. Let's calm down. Dr. Hughes, could you please just lock that thing away? Put it somewhere that we're not going to turn it on, apparently.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I can just, she'll put it in her bag.
Yeah. Now, let's head on out. What happened to the guy we were punching, or that Teddy punched?
Oh, Brian's long gone. Yeah,
he got away.
Yeah, y'all kind of put me in a situation where I had to let him go. I mean, I could have chased him down again, but...
We had more pressing things.
At least we know he's alive.
He's not that important in the grand
For
scheme.
now, you had a
knows
cultist
much.
who was apparently listening in, so he's probably going to get killed by the cult because they saw him talking to us.
I mean...
They have no problems getting rid of everybody else that's going out on the ocean. I don't see why they wouldn't do it to somebody in town.
I'm trying to decide if I actually care.
Can we go maybe talk about
let's
someone's
go.
foreseeable death in the hotel?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Irina, let's go do that.
Yeah, she
And
just
y'all...
puts her takeout away. It's like, I watched my show.
Yep. And it's easy enough. It's a 10-15 minute walk to the hotel. Not very far. lot of the downtown's very It's not a big city. It's very walkable. And the Hotel Villa Brescia is like right in the middle. It's like right there. It's right just there. And yeah, you go in. The front desk nods hello at you all and sits there organizing papers.
Have we had a fax? Because I know they said they were gonna check in daily.
They wanted y'all to check in daily.
Oh, they want us to check in daily. Okay.
Y'all have not
So we'll
sent a
have to
fax
send-
for today yet, but you still have time.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
lunch, right?
This is
Yeah.
dinner.
Oh,
Dinner.
dinner. My apologies.
Because we had lunch with the vulcanist.
Yeah, and then Bronwyn and Teddy joined y'all.
Oh, right.
Teddy,
It's still
yeah.
the same day. Wow.
It's been a long day. We've been like
Yeah.
almost
Long
hour
day.
for hour. And then one day.
Real time RPG.
Real time RPGs. Oh.
All right. Let's all go get our food and have dinner now.
Mhm.
But I will say, for it being the same day, y'all have eaten every meal.
We're good.
Uh,
Y'all are set. No skipping meals in this group. I'm here for it.
Mm-mm.
we know what we like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Whose room
Parker,
do y'all go up to have this?
is there a biggest room?
They're all the same size. Y'all have a,
Parker does have the
Room's pretty
key to the artifact room and equipment room.
That's
It's
gonna be
still
more
technically
crowded
a
than
room.
any of y'all's rooms because it's
Okay.
got all the stuff in it.
Yeah.
Like the bed is a pile of boxes, and yeah. But y'all will all fit into a room. It's like a queen size bed, a little table with a little desk, little chair, and a little walk-in space. It's not huge rooms, but the hotel's newer and they're fairly comfortable.
Mhm. We all have rooms on the 3rd floor, right?
Mm-hmm. Because most of the hotel, I'm sorry, the crew, the film crew staff have rooms on the 1st and 2nd.
Second.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there's
Okay,
a bunch of them
okay.
here.
We'd probably just go in whoever room is closest to the stairs or elevator.
Okay. All right, that'll probably be Bobby May or Parker's room. So yeah, y'all's rooms.
Okay. Probably Parker's because Bobby May's bathroom is a dark room. So
That's
That makes
valid.
sense.
Yep.
You guys walk in, you see that the bed is unmade. The suitcase is just pile of stuff in the suitcase. No use for the drawers. Just everything is like in a corner of the room and everything else is untouched and unused.
nice.
Make yourself at home. Oh, fucking shit. He goes over to the bed, he lifts up the pillows. Is the shard still there?
Mhm.
Pulls out a pottery shard. Sorry, a lot of shit going on. But before I forget, this. And he slides it over on is there like a coffee table in here? I'm hoping, or some kind of
There's
end
like a
table.
desk for the bed. You can put on the.
He'll put it on the bed so because it's a pottery shard and prevent damage.
Makes sense.
It's a pottery shard that seems to showcase another part of that scene with all the
I'll draw it for y'all on
images.
the roll 20. Be ready for terribleness.
I remember it's at the beginning and it shows like people worshiping or some kind of like thing in the air with like tendrils of some kind.
Yeah. So the rest it matches the seam on the pottery shard that's on this handout. Ba-da-ba-da. But this is the rest of it. Like this corner was broken off. Don't worry, my mediocre art skills with a mouse.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was like a scribble.
Well, there's a circle of people. There's some heads in there, I think.
Yeah. Give them sad faces, so you know.
Pretty sure I saw this monster on The Witcher.
So sad.
They all were Siri.
Squiggle. There we go. There you go. That's like the rest of the shard that was broke
And
it
it goes
off.
on the beginning of the scene from what
It's on like it's like on the outside edge. Yeah.
But the like, I guess if we were reading it like a book, left to right.
You're reading it like a book, but it's got a slight curvature as if it was maybe like a pot or something.
Oh, so it's hard
So
to tell.
like
where it
it's
starts
hard to
and
tell
it
where the
ends.
beginning is,
Yeah.
but it does look like the center. What is that triangle with the little tomato fella on top?
Yeah. So this is kind of like the start of Parker's good day, which turned into a really shitty day.
It's-
He glances
Yeah.
at his like jacket that's like now missing a sleeve. He takes that off and chucks it on the bed. I'm gonna need a new jacket.
yeah, y'all see that.
Avoidable
There's a guy-
situation.
The shade. All right, who wants to start? I feel like we all have quite a bit of information, so
Irina, I think, had something interesting.
I mean, it's not really big news. I think we're definitely dealing with a cult.
Like a for realsies serial cult.
Every box has been checked. We now have officially people who would be willing to kill and bribe off officials. It's, cult stuff.
who's bribing off officials? What
Think
do we
about
have
it. The
evidence?
harbor master, these people, they're very comfortable. They're not worried about the fact that people are disappearing. And no one's really brought this up at all. They're clearly paying people. They have that. They have something they worship, a motive, people that they sacrifice. Cult stuff.
So you're saying they're like entrenched in the community around here?
Yeah. Like a real, no Cabal Wednesdays. This is truly a cult.
All right. Okay.
I wonder if there's any chance to tell people are in on it. They are handling all our transfers information.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that guy was willing to try to stab Parker, right?
Right.
Yes.
Mhm.
But like, all right, just hear me out for a second. Have you ever wanted to stab some stranger that walked up to you that you didn't know?
Is
There's a
that
difference
a
between
normal
thinking about it and
experience
doing
for
it.
you?
Have you
Well-
lived in New York?
Right. I have lived in New York for several years, so
Like,
people have tried to mug me once or twice.
Exactly. So if you got a knife, that's a self-defense problem. Like, get a lawyer up, then you good to go.
but let's not make any mistake. The guy I talked to, this wasn't like a self-defense thing. He was definitely in on it. Whatever's going on.
Oh, that's
I-
not what exactly what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, in theory, there could be a lot of reasons why people want to stab you.
I could think of a few.
Ouch.
Audible exhale.
Well, Teddy and I did find some interesting information from some children that were down on the beach. They apparently comb the beach daily and find very strange. Oh yeah, that's right. I did find this, and I'll pull out another one of the soapstones. The children found this today. Apparently, I haven't decoded it yet because we've been a little busy, but I'm sure it'll say something terrifying. We also learned that apparently things like these sunglasses pop up from time to time as well. They recently found a life preserver from one of the missing boats that said, "Help, we're trapped, we're still down here," in Spanish. So don't know quite what that means, but it sounds like the people that are going missing aren't dying. They're
Right.
just trapped somewhere.
You said down here?
Yeah, it said down, right?
Like, Atlantis down
Game
here,
Master.
kind of.
I don't know. It just said down here. They went missing in the ocean. The only thing I can think of is down here would be the bottom of the ocean, unless you were thinking down here like Antarctica kind of thing.
That part made me incredibly uncomfortable
Right.
because my thought was we get this life preserver. It says help down here, what have you. And then y'all are going to want to get on the submarine.
First off,
Want is a strong word.
yeah, no, never. You would have to drag me on. Secondly, what about a cave system? I mean, there's a volcano here.
Yeah, but how else would we discover it unless we can get underwater?
Well, that's the thing is we only have one missing submarine. The rest are all just missing boats. So how did they get down there? Wherever down there is. They didn't have
So-
submarines.
What, we get on the ship and get dragged? Is that the plan?
I feel like that's a bad idea.
Maybe there's a
Yeah.
But we do
culture
have a
of
boat
diving
coming.
and spelunking, cave exploration. There
Well,
might be
that's
locals
right.
who know
Some-
might know local cave patterns well.
Some scuba divers, something like that.
Wouldn't hurt to ask.
Right.
What else did the children tell us?
That the dockmaster's
Oh.
been buying stuff.
Yeah. So I did offer them, I told them $5 a day for any, strange, unusual things they find. I gave them the name of the submarine. If they find anything from the submarine, they know to bring it to me. But the person before that's been buying all these strange artifacts is the dockmaster, which I am not surprised by. More of the cover-up is my opinion. And I think that's all we learned, Teddy. Unless you can think of something
Yeah.
else.
No, that sounds on brand.
Mm.
I
No
just,
shared nightmare fuel.
I did not like any of that.
Mm-mm.
Not at all. Because my brain went to, well, where the fuck is down here?
Yeah. The only logical down here I can think of is Antarctica, because that's the only thing down from here. So
That's the logical place. But the other
Right.
place, when you smash some pearl thing that makes you want to walk towards water, makes me think that it is something under the water. We've lost people in a submarine. We got some poor girl crying her eyes out about some doucher. And yeah. So we need to get down there, I guess.
but that's the problem. Where's down there?
Well, you did mention scuba diving. That's a good start. We could see if there's anywhere to rent scuba gear.
None
and maybe...
of them can swim.
I don't know how to swim,
Yeah.
darling.
Oh,
Not a single one of them.
If we take swimming lessons, Keeper, can we get more points?
You,
in
you can
swimming?
totally take swimming lessons to get more points in swimming if you would like.
well, yeah, we don't have to go. I wasn't suggesting we actually scuba down there. Just go and see if there is a scuba shop and see maybe if there's somebody else who is frequenting the shop and who went down there before us. We don't
Right.
have to. We don't have to go down.
You-
Trust
you
me, I'd rather not go down scuba diving in an unfamiliar place
Mhm.
either. That's not my idea of fun.
I also hate to mention this, but there are high tide, low tide. There could be cave systems that are very walkable at low
That-
tide
And
that
that
become
open,
unreachable during high tide.
that open around the time of the as you said, low tide, and of course where the sounds happen.
Well,
That
that's
might be
something we
the
could do.
what seismic shift. I don't know. I'm not the vulcanist.
Seismic
Girl
shift,
who
what the
believes in
hell?
climate change.
Well, we do have a volcanist. I think we can go. I mean, we could ask her if there's cave systems and stuff down here that she knows about. I feel like she would be the one to know.
Maybe we can invite her to our plane ride that we were supposed to go on.
Yeah, she might want to go back out to the volcano.
Or to the lake.
Mhm.
Well, same area, I think. There's a volcano in the right. That's the same area. The volcano in the lake.
There's a little crater lake in the volcano. But the Laguna Esmeralda is off. It's mainland.
Okay. And that's the Esmeralda is the one they went diving in.
That's the one that went diving in that had the weird black circle of sand.
Right.
They didn't go
Okay.
diving at the one at the volcano because they got
Because of the
distracted by
heat.
and the heat and the distracted by the stinky fish going.
Right.
The
Going
flare.
down.
Yep.
Okay.
Did the DJ Yukamama flyer have like a date and time, or is there another riddle?
It's funny you mentioned that. There isn't another riddle on that one, oddly enough. But it does say last stop on the
Last
flyer.
stop.
You do recall that she said they were on tour, and they were to
Oh.
hit 10 locations in South America. So this is probably the last concert.
I wonder if there's like a clue on this thing.
So they're not trying to get us all fucked up again and on some floating isles that we get trapped up in a once in a fucking lifetime storm.
Yeah, I'm not taking drugs again. That was just not a fun time.
I mean, it could have been a fun time if I didn't wake up in the situation we were in. Like,
I didn't wake up, so
you're right.
yeah.
You were a human backpack.
Yeah, not till much further down the road.
You know, have any of you ever noticed ever since we started going on these two jobs, we've had really poor quality sleep.
That's so weird.
I mean,
'Cause-
here everyone's being affected by whatever's giving
mean-
us headaches.
To be fair, I never sleep well, so
I mean, I
But-
slept for a long time, but I did not feel rested.
Yeah,
Not at
that's what I'm
all.
saying. The two of you, right? When I first met the two of you, you guys were a lot in the mornings because you always woke up early.
That I do.
I've
But
been waking
yeah.
up before the two of you more often recently. My sleeping time hasn't changed much. I mean, jet lag and whatever it is, but have any of you been having odd dreams?
no more strange than usual.
All right.
How strange are your dreams?
Yeah, that's a very pointy question.
Have you been having strange dreams?
Me? I wish I remembered. I usually remember my dreams, but
Have any of you been taking any new medication lately, possibly? Something that could be messing with your sleep quality?
Anyone want to be? Shake painkillers.
Oh, we also found
No.
out what the unlabeled medicine was. It was for, it's clozapine for schizophrenia and anxiety, that kind of thing. But I wouldn't
Oh,
recommend taking that if
Oh,
you're
but-
not.
So the submarine mechanic pilot had schizophrenia
Yeah.
Or
before-
anxiety. It's
and was
Before I
entirely.
not
came in
on
here.
his medication when driving that sub. Oh my god, they're dead.
I told y'all.
Case
They're so bad.
closed. Let's
They're,
get
they're
out of
not
here.
alive.
They've been unalived.
But
Just
yeah,
had to
that-
make a lot of submarine driving checks. Do you want to turn on the lights? Make a subject. Oh, you want to turn off the lights? You gotta make that subject again. Come on.
Oof.
well,
Yikes.
this is what the doc is prescribing, folks. This and actual painkillers, right? Oxycontin.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oxycontin.
Just probably a bit
For-
overkill for
I
headaches.
was just,
But,
like,
yeah.
so giving people Oxycontin for headaches. Like,
Damn. I, need
I
that
would
as
take
my
those
doctor.
and like cortisone shots, but I got hit in the head for a living.
Doctor's very loose with his pen here. But Wash's prescription is definitely older. So
But why? Why? Like, why would you be giving people those?
Doctor, your professional opinion on your colleague?
Didn't he also prescribe it to our friend who he thought might be pregnant?
Pregnant.
Well, gave her a scare that, wait, what if I am pregnant? Doing his normal asking. Yes, he did. He did prescribe her. Yes, he did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's just over medicating to be.
He did say he was a
safe on
former
all
British
fronts.
military doctor,
Yeah,
British Army
because-
doctor.
He prescribed the same thing to our sweet friend over here, who is, she's definitely not dealing with any schizophrenia and minimal anxiety. Well, she does have anxiety clearly because her bow disappeared down into the depths, but still, I think that he errs on the side of over medication. You can't complain if you're too doped up to do it. So
that's fair.
It's the 80s.
That being said, Parker, do you think I should hold on to the medicine?
Last time I held on to something interesting, I fucked it up. So he chucks the bottle at you.
What badly?
He nods.
Yeah, we ended up with Bobby May being You know what?
Teddy?
Never mind.
You choose your next words wisely, darling.
This is why I never got married.
Irina, can you do? You're better at translating these elder runes than I am. Do you mind taking a look at this one?
You did translate it.
Did I?
I thought you did because Irina was like, it's convenient for it to be.
Yeah,
yeah.
you conveniently had the
Yeah,
paper and
that's
you
right.
did cipher it.
Don't remember what it was.
Me neither. I just remember it wasn't it wasn't as shocking as death.
Right. It was. Was it like creation or?
Yes,
or
that was what it was.
Yeah,
it was
creation. Okay, creation. Okay, so I did remember. Yeah, this one says creation. So we've got death, rebirth, and creation. I think are the three that we have found so far.
Maybe
Creation. Like it's again rough translation.
Something. Right.
Approximation.
But we're talking about like a phoenix or something.
Yeah,
or
something.
If it's maybe like if you look at the jar here and we remember like the other panels we saw, might be like the creationist myth. A lot of people like to put like those stories.
Could be their
like,
own.
And if it's a pot that goes around, rebirth kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it just keeps happening in a cycle.
And maybe we're reaching the death part of that. Or someone's trying to make that happen. I don't know.
That is not in the slightest bit disquieting. Thank you, Parker.
I feel like we're doing a lot of speculating and we don't have a lot of answers.
So what you're saying is let's jump in feet first and hope that we don't die?
Well, it's never stopped me before.
Okay, then where are we jumping?
What part never stopped you? Because just
Any
hope
of it.
we don't die.
Listen, you know what I do for a living. Like, you know the things I've done. Danger has never bothered me.
See,
I think we don't know what you've done though.
Well, have you not read my stuff in the paper?
Yes.
I'm sure if you guys live in New York, you've probably seen Bobby's tagline like somewhere in any paper.
Patty has.
She's done like pieces on organized crime. She's done pieces on she does a lot of crime investigation, but she's uncovered like corporate like corruption and like she's done a lot lot of undercover stuff. If you guys know anything about
hunting
her,
for that Pulitzer and just not.
it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, hasn't happened
One of these
yet.
days.
Eventually. We don't go, crazy first down here in Antarctica land. Yeah, I jumping in without really knowing what's going on does not bother me, and in the slightest. Because I find out typically along the way. It's the, find out part of fuck around.
Okay, that sounds like a good saying. We should try that.
Where are we jumping then? The lake?
Well,
the volcano?
We were talking about going out to the volcano. We never actually ended up talking to the airplane guys.
We could do that now.
Does it get dark around dinner time, or is there sunset pretty long?
That's an excellent question that I had not Googled yet, but thought about Googling and then Googled something else instead.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, sunset Ushuaia, April. Sunset times. I thought it was pretty late. No, not November. Give me April. Sunrise and sunset times. There we go. Dusk. Looks like dusk is at about, here, April 15th. 1921, because it's all in military time. So 7:30? 5:30. No, 7:30. That's right. Yes, 7:30.
So we're having dinner around that time. Then it's probably
the golden
dark.
hour right now.
Yeah. Look out the window. Golden sunset. I might
Yeah.
be able to make it back before
Beautiful.
sun goes down completely. Given my recent incident, I'm not too keen on wandering the streets at night. I don't know. Maybe I should just stay here for the night. I don't know. I can take charge of sending that fax out while you guys go talk.
Listen, we can't have you all like down on yourself because you fucked up.
Hey, just
'Cause
give me
guess
a
what?
night. Give
We
me a night
all
to get
fuck
over
up.
it. Give me a night to get over it.
I mean, are you okay? I mean, you did nearly get stabbed. That
Oh,
part is the
that's
more
fine.
worry.
That's fine. I'm good. I just
Yeah, it seemed like you was taking that part in stride. Have you been like somebody tried to shank you before?
I work at a pawn shop. Of course, someone's tried to shake me before. No, it's just
Did you get better? You should get better security if that's the case. Get you one of them gates.
that costs
or whatever.
money. I mean, you gotta let the people in. The people have the money.
You walked into Wintercroft with a giant clock, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
You traveled from San Francisco with that. You can't be lacking that much money.
Well, why do you think I carried it myself as a carry-on? Can afford to ship it.
That's fair.
Point.
What? I'm not saying this because I'm down on myself. I'm saying this because it's practical. I just had a run-in. My presence out there is very fresh. If someone's going to stab me again, tonight would be a good time to do it. I appreciate.
Wouldn't that just be returning to the scene of the crime, though? Because like my hands is ready.
Also, I don't feel like they would stab you if we all go in a group and we stay together. Safety in numbers.
All right. If you guys,
I got safety in these. Also, I got a strap too, but
That too. Yeah.
All right. I'll come along then.
Right. So everybody goes?
yeah.
All
Mhm.
right. So you walk down, and you're going to talk to the pilots, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you get out
Oh.
to the docks. The sun is
real
setting.
quick.
Yes.
Real quick. I would like to discreetly approach the front desk and
Of course.
Given my recent shakeup, I will approach them. I'm not sure if you want me to actually RP this, but I'm going to very casually request information on where I could buy a gun.
Ooh. I think I looked this up. She's like, if you are not an Argentinian citizen, you cannot purchase a license for firearms here.
Feeling
Legally.
legally. Yes, legally.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get the
Dun, dun,
feeling
dun.
that this person knows of a not so legal route to procure one?
You'd have to make me either a
Only one way
charm
to find
check
out.
or a psychology insight. You can either try to charm
Yes.
it to see if she does know anything, or and not
Yeah,
get mad
yeah.
about it.
I
Or-
present myself. I kind of ride the emotions of the day. You know, natural
Mhm.
stuff is better. It makes it more believable. I show actually I'm a little shaken up. I recount the incident that I was almost stabbed, and she can see that I haven't taken off. I would have brought the jacket. I guess I would have brought the jacket with me then to show that they had torn my sleeve. It was
Oh,
very
yeah.
violent, and it's very much like I don't feel safe here. And
Mm.
if there was some way I could borrow or requisition something that might give me a little more peace of mind, just so when I go to sleep that I feel a little bit safer.
Mm-hmm. Give me that charm check.
Oh my goodness. Honestly, maybe for the best.
Princess smiles. She goes, "Sir, this is a hotel. I am not an arms dealer. I do not know anything about what you speak.
Not.
But I am so
Alright.
sorry you feel insecure. We have some security cameras, so don't worry. You'll be very safe here at the Villa Brescia.
Are there security cameras everywhere?
There are a few. There's a normal hotel standard. There's like one at the lobby. There's one at the restaurant, and there's like them and they each have like a couple each hallways.
Really? Where do
So all
those
the
go
public
to?
areas.
Are they like monitored actively or?
We have a security guard on site who reviews the footage.
Oh.
As long as
long
we
d-
have power, we have the footage.
Oh, wait, so that means if you lose the
We do not
power-
have battery backup. No.
But so if the power's cut, then all recording footage is gone?
No, it is recorded, but we do not have.
Oh.
We don't have a backup battery.
That does make me feel a little safer. Thank you.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Have a wonderful evening.
Okay, so if we feel anything kinky about our hotel rooms, we can review footage.
Yeah.
Alright, then I
Yeah, and
meet up with everyone else.
down to the docks to talk to the Germans. You get down to the docks again. Beautiful sunset. You see them like putting some things up very slowly because they're old. And like coiling up the extension cord for the television. One of them's rewinding, like has just finished rewinding Das Boot, and is putting it into the clamshell case that to return it to the video store. They're winding up the cables. The cables! I'm already there. And y'all walk up and they go, "Oh, hello."
Ah, how are y'all doing tonight?
Good, sehr good. Yeah. How are you?
We are doing fine. We were actually interested in hiring y'all's services for tomorrow. We're looking to go out to the volcano, actually.
All right. The Fuenguino that the film crew visited a couple of weeks ago.
Right, the same one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is doable. When did you wish to leave?
I think we were thinking tomorrow, right, y'all? Yeah, tomorrow.
Let me check my calendar. And he pulls out like a book. You see, he flips through it, and there's like not a lot written on there.
I assume that was the case.
Yeah, there's a lot of like there is a schedule written down. It's like drinking cafe, watch Das Boot, and like there's like a schedule. Das Boot's on a lot. The favorite movie.
This is not Das Boot. Just wow.
And the chickens, they go, "Oh God, tomorrow!" And he gets a pen out, and he scratches out. If anyone who's paying really close attention, he scratches out "Watch Das Boot," and he goes, "Yeah, I could clear some things. I couldn't fit you in." And he pencils you all in.
Right, that sounds fantastic. It'll probably be the 5 of us. And then we were thinking of maybe having a 6th person join us, but we're not sure if she's going to be able to yet. We're going to, inquire about that as well. Is that fine? Can we fit that many?
And we also got room for luggage. Are we making this a 1-day trip or?
Well, I thought so. Because it'll take us a couple hours to get there, and then we can,
It's
pile
about
around
an
for the
hour
day.
and a half to get there.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad at all. We can make it back in 1 day.
I'm just
I think
murmur
so.
to Teddy. I'm just worried about getting stuck over there.
Don't forget your backpack this time.
I'll bring it.
The fee is we usually charge $500 for per hour of flight time, and $100 per hour of standby. Standby means the plane is ready to go within 5 to 10 minutes of takeoff. We keep monitoring it and making sure it is all ready.
All right.
That is acceptable. Y'all definitely have that from the Wintercroft monies that were given to you.
Yeah,
All those fun new
I
gadgets. keep
think
forgetting
that
about the
sounds
gadgets.
pretty reasonable to us.
Excellent. How many of you will there be?
Right now, definitely 5, possibly a 6th.
All right, he writes it in. Right, what time would you like to leave in the morgen?
Well, if we're going by my timetable, before the sun comes up, but I know y'all don't get up that early.
I'm perfectly happy getting up early. Sooner we get out, the sooner we get over there, right?
So like 5 a.m.?
Sunrise is at. Oh, that's a big thing. Sunrise is at. See, it'll be the 16th. 8:30. So it would be better to fly with the daylight.
With the sun. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little
so
easier
then-
to navigate.
I don't have
a lot of
breakfast
these
first.
islands aren't particularly well charted, so I do have instruments, but Die Frau is she can only do so much. She pats the plane, and it was the words that Die Frau written on it. Definitely painted
9.
over something else.
9 or 10. Have a nice breakfast. Fly over. Have a nice volcano picnic for lunch.
Sure,
You
yeah.
just love making it so romantic, Parker.
Sure.
9 a.m. I think would be good.
9. All right, we'll be ready by 9.
Right?
All
We'll be
right.
here.
All right.
I'll make
and
sure of it.
we accept cash.
We have cash, I think.
Right, see you in the morning. Good night. And you pick it up some
Make
things.
it rain. Not my money.
Are there still like shops open as well?
Oh,
So,
there'll
like,
be a
if we
few. Yeah, if you wanted to
Yeah,
grab
I
some
might-
like supplies, the
We're going-
grocery store would still be open.
If we're gonna get, I don't want to get stuck over there unprepared. It's like let's get
Yes.
a tent. Let's get some stuff just in case.
Yeah, there's some camping gear. Because there's a lot of nature here and not a whole lot of else. So there is some camping gear. They have it's a I think national park that Laguna Esmeralda is in. So there's a lot of there's trails and stuff and that kind of thing. So there would be a camping supply store, a small one, but you could get like a tent and some other stuff easily, no problem.
Nice. Yeah, I think credit rating is like at 50, so could I just pick up
what's
some
your
stuff?
daily spending allowance? Your daily spending expenditure.
Spending
you
level is
shouldn't.
1,000.
Yeah, you're good. You're
Okay,
good.
I'm just gonna add some stuff.
Go for it.
I will stop in at the grocery store, and Bobby was gonna pick up stuff to make sandwiches and like little like lunch bags for everybody
Okay, great. Yeah.
for tomorrow.
Yeah, they don't have PB&J down here.
Yeah.
But
That's
they got
fine.
there's some really good like beef like marinated and slow roasted from the deli section that you can get with some cheese and stuff.
Yeah, I'll just get sandwiches. I don't think nobody has expressed being a vegetarian, right? I think because everybody
No.
else ate guinea pig besides
Everyone
Dr.
else-
Hughes.
Except Dr. Hughes, yeah.
Okay, so then I'll just get enough for everybody to have sandwiches, and then I'll get enough for an extra sandwich in case Dr. Renee
Yes.
joins us. Yeah,
Dr. Renee Nelson.
Nelson, that's what it is, Dr. Nelson.
Irina,
yeah.
you have a radio already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a portable radio? Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. I think as soon as you mention it, she is just like gives you guys all a nod. It's like, I'm going to work on something tonight.
That's right, yeah.
Since
Lots
we're
of
gonna
stuff.
wake up really early, I'll just not sleep. It's fine. Just I'll go down to the hotel and get some coffee.
Right. So, everyone can get all their shopping done that they need to. Wind down for the night at a hotel. Irina, what is it again that you're crafting? Just fully remind me. I remember you bought all the stuff for it.
Yes.
Phase 1 was
So
complete.
I'm very excited to make my own Doris.
Oh, that's right. You're making a signal canceller. Yes. Or
Yes.
trying to.
I thought you meant the penguin. With straight
I don't
writing.
think I can create an eldritch entity deserving of worship, but I can do something close.
I was gonna say there are penguins on this coast if you wanted to taxidermy one. It wouldn't be the same type of penguin as Doris, but
I'd have to get a taxidermy Doris, like looking penguin, and then I have to
That
shove the
require
radio
you
inside
to
it.
kill a
It's
penguin.
way too much. I think I'll just stick with
I
the
don't think
radio.
they're
It's not
productive right now.
aesthetic.
I'll be
but-
back, you guys, as she goes to catch a penguin with her bare hands.
I mean
It's no
there's
longer rabbit season, guys.
Oh, all right. So give me your mechanical or electrical repair check for your crafting. Let's see how long this is
Alright,
gonna take
let's see if I'm a crafting today.
you.
I
was
remember I
crafting.
got started.
You bought all the stuff and you like kind of got it like
let's
got your sketches sketched out.
damn it.
Would you like to do anything about that roll?
I almost want to try to push it because
Yeah.
I'm not
Nothing
sleeping
bad
tonight
will happen.
anyways.
Nothing bad
Uh-huh.
will happen.
and like try to roll beneath
Do
that?
it.
Uh-huh.
Do it.
35.
Why not? I've got
It
What?
could
sanity.
happen.
Push it.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Hey, sort of.
Aw.
It is not
So
a
close.
hard success.
I
So
don't wanna
close.
spend like.
You
Did they
can't
spell
spend luck on a push
Oh,
roll.
I know.
Oh,
Alas.
shit.
That's right.
So
Oh well.
So you're like working on it. You haven't been working on it for very long because it's always a little worse when you fail a push roll. One of the critical components of this little mini radio thing that you need to make the cancellation, it snaps. You just put a little too much pressure on it, and you're just gonna need to buy a new one. But the stores are closed at this time, so you're just gonna have to wait till.
Yeah, she just gives it like a long look, sighs, double checks to make sure her doors are locked,
Yep,
and then she'll just be like, all right, let's just sleep. What time is it?
that's probably about 11 midnight. Probably about midnight for you.
Pretty early. That's the case. To get rid of all that stress,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna unroll my little like
Oh,
rolled
that's
up
so nice.
piano mat thing that doesn't make noise
Mhm.
because it's just the keys.
Yeah.
Practiced a little. Go to sleep.
Wonderful. So you
I-
practice your fingering, yes?
I would like to stop by Bobby May's room sometime at night.
You are most certainly welcome. I wish I had popcorn and all of the soup. Go on.
Knock on the door.
It takes a moment. You hear kind of like muffled, like talking, and then a couple seconds later, Bobby will come out. Oh, hi, Parker.
Hey, you got a moment?
Sure. You want to come in?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I look around. Since I did hear you like seemingly talking to someone, is there anyone in here?
No, there's nobody in here. But you
Nope.
do see like the door to her bathroom is like cracked. And you know that's her dark
Red
room,
light
so-
coming out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You imagine you know Bobby May enough that she talks to herself when she's developing photos, so that's probably
Right.
what it was.
Parker's very comfortably dressed as usual, less layers. He has a half-drunken beer in one hand and a unopened one in the other. Can I tempt you?
Sure.
He does that thing where he smacks the top of the bottle with the other one and pops the cap
Yeah,
off and hands
pops
it
it
over.
off. Thank
So
you.
he sits down in the chair. I'm assuming there's a chair in here.
Mm.
So we have a problem.
All right.
You feel like he's had more beers before he got here.
I
The way he
feel a
kind of
little tipsy.
the way he sways and the hand doesn't go quite so back and forth, like it kind of angles from side.
Mhm.
I'm that problem. I said some stupid shit. And normally I say stupid shit all the time, and so it's like par for the course, but I feel like I pushed it too far today. It wasn't in fun. I was angry. I was really fucking angry at myself and embarrassed to all hell. So I poked you in a meaner way. And I don't know if it's been building up and I've just been that annoying prick that everyone puts up with. But I don't hate you, Bobby May. And as much as I poke fun about you breaking arms and you messing up here and there, you're hell impressive. All of you are hell impressive. I'm just a guy who's trying to like make ends meet. I took this job because I thought it'd be fun. And I see Teddy here lifting people off their feet. You got this whole dark room set that I don't know even how you got that going in a place like this. I know
Lots
stuff
of
about Arena.
practice.
You're going to have to ask Arena about that. And then we get a fucking doctor. I don't know why I'm here. Other than I can run errands. I can sometimes convince people to do me a favor or two. I guess I'll just feel a little insecure. But that ain't no excuse. I'm sorry. Really.
All right. First of all, thank you. I appreciate the apology. I admit I was a little miffed to be kind of singled out like that, but at the same time, you're not wrong. I have fucked up. Like, this signal thing is like, it talks to me in a way I don't understand and I don't think I like, but I can't, anytime I hear it, it's like I can't turn it off. So I get where you're coming from with that. It's understandable. And Parker, you are probably the smartest person here. Like I don't tell the doctor because I think she's pretty damn smart. But you've come up with ideas that like other people just don't even think of. Like going after that guy, yeah, it was stupid, and you should have told us that you were going after him on your own. Because hello, cultists, terrifying. But like that was quick thinking. None of the rest of us thought of doing anything like that. It was dumb, but it was also really smart at the same time. So don't. What I'm trying to say is don't question your place here. You're very smart. And I don't think we'd come up with half of the things that we do if, I mean, you weren't here, if that makes sense.
He kind of sits with that for a moment. Thanks. I think I needed to hear that. It's been a while since I worked with, like, a team. Like, I got Harper back home, but even then we just kind of stay in our lanes. Never really had... Not used to people being able to pick up at when I fuck up. And trust me, I fuck up a lot.
No, I get that. I work solo my entire career. I mean, if you've been in New York, you've probably seen my stuff. I don't ever work with other people. This Wintercroft investigation is the first time I've ever worked with a team, and it's hard. Like there are times where I'm like, I want to go gung-ho, jump in, feet first, do my thing, but I got to think about y'all. I got to think about, the danger, which is a little bit more real after tonight, that might be lurking around the corner. So I get where you're coming from. It's hard working with new people, and we've been working together for what, 2 weeks now? Barely. So, I mean, it's understandable that we're going to have fuck ups and we're not going to get along. We hardly know each other.
Has it only been 2 weeks? It feels like months at this point.
It feels like it's been ages. It's been 1 week.
1 week.
It's been less than 2 weeks. It's been just about a week. So, and it feels like it's been an age. So, yeah, I get you.
So we're cool?
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right.
I promise I won't stab you in your sleep.
God, one more thing to worry about. Stand up.
I just said I won't. I
But now the
promise.
though's in my head, and I gotta I don't
Stew
know.
on it.
You might have some quiet footsteps at night. I'm gonna have to lock.
Might change my mind.
Prop the chair against the door just in case.
Mm.
All
You'll
right.
be fine, Parker.
Thanks, Bobby May. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Good night.
I will go back to being a slightly annoying shit tomorrow.
I expect nothing less. Thanks for the beer.
Anytime. And I leave.
Bobby May goes back to developing her photos.
Mm-hmm. Talking to herself as she does.
Yep. Does Teddy do anything before bed?
Yes, Teddy has a whole checklist, essentially, like to run down everything that's in his backpack to make sure it's all there. He's got Poncho to replace the one that he gave away. It's like he's got all of his stuff repacked, put back together, what he's wearing tomorrow, like everything is ready to go. Because he does not want to have to check things in the morning. He wants to get people up and moving, kind of like military style. Like it is 900 hours, we are out, let's fucking go.
Yep, here for it. What about Dr. Hughes?
Dr. Hughes is also very meticulous about, setting out her things very neatly for the morning tomorrow. She's got everything, like her suitcase is everything's neatly folded in the corner, and she's tucked in and ready for bed. She's made sure that she's gone through her bag to make sure that she has everything that they're going to need, that she knows that she's going to need and they're possibly going to need. Double checks on that signal thing to make sure that nothing is going to touch it in the night or that it's not going anywhere. She has eyes on it. She knows where it is. She puts it in a safe place. She snuggles up under the covers.
Just as about you're like peeling back the covers to get in, there's a knock at your door.
Oh. All right. I'm gonna go answer the Who is it?
So hi, it's me, Heather.
Oh, Heather. I'll open the door.
Hi, and she's in like strawberry shortcake nightgown.
Mhm.
Her hair is like down, it's not in its ponytail. She's got little slippers on. She's like, I just was wondering if I could like ask you I know I didn't like make an appointment and you're like a doctor.
Come on.
But
sure thing.
okay, yeah. It shouldn't take very long. I was just kind of curious. So, like, we had that doctor's appointment earlier, and that was
Sure.
fine.
Mhm.
You were super nice. We went to Dr. Hurt, and he was fine, I guess.
Mhm.
But he did mention something, and now I have concerns. Like, how long before you can find out if, like, you're pregnant or not?
Oh, sweetheart, when was your last period?
Like, 3 weeks ago. But there's, Tanner and I, before he went down in the submarine, we had, like, some time together.
Okay,
So...
When was that exactly?
That was, I guess it started on the night, we got really close the night the power went out. So that
Okay.
was April 2nd. It's the 15th. So, like, almost 2 weeks ago.
Okay. And have you been feeling sort of nauseous more than usual lately, or?
Well, yes, but I've also had, like, the headaches and the
Oh,
dizziness.
that's right.
and
Everyone's been
the-
having sort of
yeah,
like the headaches from the area.
like a lack of appetite and stuff, yeah.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of these symptoms that you might want to look for overlap
Uh-huh.
with some of the symptoms for the area. So
Okay.
you might want to go if there's like a
I heard, like, you have to, like, wait till you've
Pharmacy?
missed one, I just was wondering if that was, like, true.
no, you don't have to wait until you've
Oh,
actually missed
okay.
one. That's just oh dear, you sort of
Okay. Uh-huh.
yeah.
Right.
So if you're worried about it, and it has been about 2 or more weeks since
Almost
you
2
think,
weeks.
yeah, you could go and see if there's a pharmacy around here, and
Okay.
maybe there's something that you can look for there, and
Alright.
a little
Alright.
test. It's
Okay.
entirely possible that you're just feeling sort of under the weather because of
Yeah, I just,
everything
it
going
hadn't
on.
really popped into my mind at the time, but then the doctor was like, he mentioned a lot of stuff real fast, and I was like, that's a lot to think about.
Right.
So,
And if I were you, I would not take anything that he prescribed you until you go
Okay.
to the pharmacy and, make sure, because it's a bit stronger than it needs to be, if you know what I mean.
oh, alright, so, like, I should stick with my Tylenol?
Yes, that sounds about right. Maybe
Okay.
some ginger tea to sort of alleviate your stomach a bit,
Yeah,
and
I've been having
maybe
that
some.
yerba mate that's, like, so popular down here.
Is that something that I should be familiar with in one way or another?
It's like you've heard it's like the black tea of South America. It's like their caffeinated plant. It's
Okay,
like green
Should-
tea. Yeah.
that sounds good. Yeah. Don't drink too much caffeine, but
Okay.
tea
Yeah.
tea is good for you, and drink lots
They
of
said
water.
to
keep
swap
yourself-
from coffee to tea. The others
yeah.
of your group did. So okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the pharmacy tomorrow.
Yeah, good plan. That's a good plan.
Okay. Thanks, doctor.
Sure,
That's
and
all I just was
sweetheart,
wondering.
Take it easy, all right? We're doing everything that we can to look into this, but in the
I
meantime,
appreciate you guys.
don't stress yourself out too much, all right?
I'm trying not to, but I'm just
No,
gonna
I
focus on my
completely
work.
understand.
Yeah.
Yes. And if any other unusual things crop up as you're looking through, feel free to come to us. We're always more than happy to hear about it.
Okay. I'll let you know. If I find anything weird in the footage too, I'll call you back in to show it to you guys.
Exactly. Yeah, that'll be fantastic. Thank you so much.
All right. Yep. Okay. Well, have a good night. Sorry to bother you.
No, you're never a bother, sweetheart.
He goes out of the room and down the stairs and down to her room. And that is all she had. And now you can tuck yourself in and get all
Poor
cozy.
thing. Oof. I gonna tuck in for the night.
You tuck in for the night, and everyone has. Well, Dr. Bronwyn, you have sweet dreams. Fun fact: nobody has to make a power check tonight. Isn't that grand?
Because we all fail automatically.
No, it's because some people are busy doing other things tonight. Some things, other things are happening.
Maybe
so no one
they're
has to make a power
reconvening to be
check.
like, hey guys, we found some weirdos trying to look
Oh.
into us.
Mhm.
Emergency meeting right now.
So Dr. Bronwyn, you have sweet dreams. It is pleasant, you just, adventure. It's sailing. It's like, you dream like you're a pirate, basically. It's like, having a fun adventure. But you're like the pinkest, frilliest pirate, and it's very exciting. And you're the captain of the ship, and it's very cool. And you find, like, a lost treasure and all the people who went missing, and you're like a hero, and it's great. Teddy. You got another nightmare tonight. You're walking around town, and you turn around, and up in the sky, flock of birds getting closer and closer. You run around the corner, and around the corner is the beach, and it's filled with penguins, live penguins, and they all stop and turn and stare at you, and then start doing that awkward little penguin waddle towards you. And wherever you run, you're just followed and chased by birds until you can't escape anymore. You're in like a room you've barricaded yourself in, and then you hear thud on the door, and it's just not a great night. Not a great night, and you're gonna lose. Da 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 da, 'cause there's no check against it. Da 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 da.
This is evil.
Da 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 da. Cults are evil. Da da da. 1 sanity point.
This is what
From
I
your
get for
nightmare.
breaking y'all in chat.
Well, you got the minimum amount. Miss Zhao, Irina Zhao, you're sleeping. And in your dream, you're in like your room of the hotel, except when you open your door to leave in the morning, it's not the hallway. You're at a sheer cliff face drop looking down. You could see the ground really far in the distance below you. It is so high up. Really high up. Turn around to get back into the room, and all the walls are gone. And you can just see that you're high up in the air, 100 feet up.
Am I aware this is a dream, just to be clear?
That's a great question. Are you someone who's normally aware that you're in a dream when you're dreaming?
That's a great question. For me, yes. For her, probably not.
So no, it's hard to figure
Anxiety
out.
dreams are real.
It's one of those phobia anxiety dreams, yeah. And then you're in your room, the walls are gone, and then the floor smaller.
Wonderful.
Smaller before you can't. You're just holding on to the little bit that's left, and at some point you have to let go, and then you're falling and falling until you wake up. In which case, it will be the morning, and you will lose 3 sanity points.
Not too bad.
We'll skip over Bobby May for this moment. Well, actually, no. No, we'll save Parker for last tonight. Bobby May.
Hi.
Hi, you're having a dream tonight.
I typically do. Yeah.
You do. This one's gonna start in your photo room.
Oh, okay.
Your dark room, because you did some things earlier to set yourself up, which will
I
buy you a little
did.
time.
Okay.
So you're in your dark room, developing the day's photos.
Mhm.
I do need you to make me a power check for the dream, actually, because you've got other things going on, but the group as a whole doesn't have to.
My brain's kind of fucked up. That's a failure.
Cool. So again, you've got those photos that are developing on the back row. They're real blurry. It's hard to see. It looks like photos from your time in the Pacific Northwest, maybe. And then you have today's pictures. You took several pictures today, didn't you, Bobby May?
I did, and I developed them in real life, and
Mhm.
then now I'm developing them here in my dream
You are.
as well
Yeah.
because I want to see if there's weird shit on them, like my past ones.
You do. You do want to see if there's weird shit on them. That poster you hung up
Mhm.
at the back of your photo booth, there are no eyes in it today. It's just darkness.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you can hear me, but hi.
You don't hear anything back.
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay, then I just focus on my photos.
Yep. Seems that they're occupied elsewhere this evening.
Terrifying.
Y'all did some shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're developing your pictures, and the first picture I believe you took today was of that photo that Heather showed y'all from the
Screen cap.
stinky fish. Yes,
Yep.
pescado apestoso. So you're pulling that one out, doing the little jostle in the water thing. You're hanging it up to dry. And can you make me... You're looking to see if there's anything weird in these pictures, huh?
Hmm.
Oh, and you did fail your power check. Cool.
I did.
Cool. Can you make me a psychology check?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at psychology. Oh, that's a hard success.
Oh, that's great for me.
Oh no.
So you wanted to see if you could... This is the first time Bobby May has taken a photo of something weird for later.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Because you've taken things for, like, evidence and for, like,
Yeah.
to document things. This is the first time you've taken a photo of something for later, as you said when you took it.
Specifically for this, my
Yeah.
dream analysis.
Yeah, and so you're trying to access a part of your own mind that seems to be doing some weird stuff. And with that psychology check, yeah, you do get a little something from this photo. You smell the stench of fish and salt water as you look at it, and you see that rain move on the picture as if it was a video snippet for a moment. And it looks like it's that really fast, rapid rewinding. And you see someone on the radio. We're gonna pretend this is the radio. Just very quickly, in Spanish, going, "Help us, please! Ah!" And then he says, "Ah!" And you see something move really, really fast. You see a dark, brownish line just move through. You barely catch it in the photo as you look at it. You see this little scene play out, like it rewound, and that's playing. And it severs through the console of the ship and the radio, narrowly missing the guy's arm. It does leave a cut, which is how the blood splatter gets there, as it
Got
seems to have
everywhere.
sliced through a vein on his arm. And he goes pale, and then something wraps around him, pulls him away, and it goes back to static.
Back to static. Back to that electromagnetic disruption.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrifying. Okay.
Almost like a tentacle wrap around him.
Mhm.
But you don't see any
Mhm.
suction cups like from an octopus.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mhm.
Weird.
Yep. And then what else did you take pictures of today, Bobby May? I think you took a picture of the beach.
I did. I took pictures of the beach. There's
You
probably pictures
did.
of Teddy in there as well. Teddy while we were on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was it. I think those were the only pictures I took.
I think so too. You didn't take very many today. You look at the picture of Teddy on the beach, and see the waves moving, and then the sky just. You're in the dark room, so everything's tinged with red, but it seems like it gets a little redder.
Specifically the sky.
Specifically, the sky in the photo.
Okay. In the ocean photographs or in the photograph
ocean
with Teddy?
photograph. Oh, the photograph of Teddy.
The photograph of Teddy gets red, but
Mhm.
the ocean photographs don't.
Correct.
Or do they? Oh, okay.
No, they don't. Yeah.
So just the
you
photograph
took the
of Teddy.
picture of him at the beach, so yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Same scenery.
Yeah, just the difference is Teddy. Okay.
And the one that goes straight out over the ocean, I believe you took it in the direction that you felt the pull, did you not?
I did, yeah.
You see a faint overlay of a star image, like a watermark.
Like, is it the similar watermark to the one that's on my blurry memories?
No.
It's
Quite
different.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is, it's like a star with little bulbs on the end, little circles on the end.
A
And it seems
4-pointed
to-
star? Or
5-pointed.
5-pointed?
And it seems to move ever so slightly. Not like all in rhythm, like
But like
almost
shimmers
and twitches independently of each little appendage.
edge of the star.
Yeah.
Interesting. Terrifying. Okay.
And then that's when you notice, Bobby May. You're ankle deep in water.
Oh, I immediately try to run away.
Oh, the door to your darkroom is locked. Now you're knee deep in water.
There are cracks in my walls.
There were.
There's not anymore?
you-
Fuck.
Do you want to go to those cracks?
I do want to go to those cracks. I want to try, and if the door's not opening, I want to try and break through those cracks.
Yeah, give me a strength check.
Oh no. Oh, I'm pretty strong. Success.
Cool. You tear out a chunk of the wall, and water starts pouring in through that crack, and it begins to fill the room even
I try
faster.
to put it back.
It's like the little Dutch boy who stuck his thumb in the dike.
In the hole.
But the
yeah.
hole's too big. You tore off a chunk this big from the crack, and water is just filling that. You're now waist deep in water.
Bobby's just straight panicking.
Yeah. Chest deep in water. You can climb onto one of the tables in the dark room.
Yeah, I think
higher up.
she probably scrambles onto the tables in the dark room. If I have any like shelving in here, probably as it gets higher, I'll probably get as high up as I can.
You get as high up as you can, but you see the water fill higher and higher and higher before it's like in those movies when you have your mouth up against the ceiling practically. You take a deep breath before even that is lost to the influx of water. You notice that it's salt water.
Okay, that's new.
It's salt water, and there's no more air left in this room. How long can you hold your breath, Bobby May?
I would imagine Bobby May.
What's your con?
That's an excellent question. My constitution is a 50.
A 50. Not as long as the average person. A minute or two. You're holding your breath. Your lungs are burning. They're on fire. And you're just gonna have to...
Involuntary gasp of inhale water. Yeah.
You feel the water rush into you, and the fleeting thought before you wake up is, this is what my sister must have felt. Before you wake up, and you're gonna lose... one sanity.
Oh, I'm surprised it's not more. Terrifying.
Yeah, and because you failed your power check, you don't remember about the dark room portion of your dream very much. You remember something weird about that sneaky fish photo, but that's about it.
Okay.
And you wake up, and there's that taste of seawater in your... Same goes for Teddy and Irina, actually. It's weird. But Parker, my boy. You get the best. We saved the best for last tonight. For the dream sequence, at least. Parker, you're dreaming. You're in your room at the hotel. You're waking up, getting ready to head out in the morning, and get onto the hallway. That's weird. The hallway seems smaller than it did yesterday. It longer. Like it's doing that horror movie pan where it seems to stretch out. but also getting smaller at the same time.
Weird. Do I see the stairs?
You do.
Maybe I drank too much last night, so I'm just gonna start walking towards the stairs.
Go towards the stairs, and the ceiling seems to get lower. You feel it graze the top of your head.
The hand up as I'm moving forward.
You feel it getting low, the ceiling getting lower
I stop.
and lower.
I'm gonna turn around,
Uh-huh.
go back the way I came.
You're back. You feel the ceiling getting increasingly smaller. Make it back to your room. The room seems fine.
The room seems fine.
Oh, but the walls getting closer, closer.
I'm gonna look out. Is the hallway better now?
The hallway has gotten even smaller. You could crawl on your belly, maybe.
No. I'm gonna look to see if there's a window, and I'm gonna jump out the window if I can.
You go to the curtains and fling them open. It's a glass window over solid wall. There is no escape. You're trapped in here, and the room is getting so small.
I'm gonna lay down, try to keep as much space around me as I can.
Just gets smaller and smaller. Your bed, you hear it get crushed to the side as the ceiling starts to go in like this. You're in the corner. You're pushing against the walls, and it's not working. And then it stops. But you can't hardly move but a couple of inches either way.
As his heartbeat is beating very fast, and he can hear it in his ears. And he's trying to breathe, but he can't really, summon any breath into him.
Yeah. And you're stuck there for what feels like hours.
He does begin screaming at some point.
Yeah.
And start pounding at the wall with the tiny motion of his fist.
Uh-huh. And nothing you do seems to stop until you wake up in the morning. You're gonna lose? Oh, also, right before you wake up, you're gonna lose this much sanity. I need you to make me an intelligence check at -20, please. 2 sanity.
Alright. 73. Intelligence at -20.
Yeah, so we'll take 20 away from your result.
Okie dokie.
I'm here for it. I love it. I love it. I love to see it. I think I need to make a roll too. Oh, not that one. I was looking at the wrong one. I was like, that seems wrong. Yes, okay. Actually, need to make 2 of these. And that one. Not ideal. That's enough. Okay. So, you wake up, Parker. Cold sweat. Weird, slightly tangy, salty taste of seawater in your mouth. What do you do after you wake up from a nightmare, Parker?
He's very much on alert mode, so he feels wide awake, throws the covers off, gets on his feet, just tries to wake up fully.
Yeah. Is he the kind of person look in the mirror? Getting ready?
Oh yeah, definitely. Wash his face with cold water.
You do that thing, you splash your face with cold water, and you look up in the mirror, and your skin. Parker.
My beautiful skin.
Yeah, seems to be, how the dark side isn't good for your skin, necromancy is just real bad for your skin.
Parker wouldn't know that, no.
Okay, well, out of character. It's you seem sunken, and it's deteriorated. You look like you have some kind of.
Is he looking like what happened to Genghis Khan?
Oh, maybe a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, it seems to be rotting. Like if you touch it with the cold water dripping down, a piece sloughs off. And you look at your hands, and they seem to be rotting. You can see on the back of your arm some of the flesh underneath. And then it's happening very quickly. You look down, you're getting ready, and oh no. Your stomach. You notice there's a bulge where if you sleep in a shirt. I don't know, if you do or not. Do you sleep in a shirt, Parker?
Yeah, he strikes me as like a.
And you've got
tank
like
top.
a bulge underneath your tank top. Do you check that out?
I think at this point, because Parker's still very much like everything can be explained through logic.
Yeah.
He thinks like, oh, this is another dream. This is definitely another dream. I just gotta like, don't freak out. Don't freak out. So he's just gonna like, I guess, try to will himself to wake up.
Yeah, like you do the like pinch yourself, and just more skin comes off.
Not like that.
How do you try? You splash cold water on your face. You felt the cold water on your face. This doesn't feel like a dream, Parker. And then from underneath your shirt, you see intestines start to fall out. You notice blood seeping through the tank top. You look down, the skin is dissolving off of your hands, rotting away. And you also hear more internal organs fall out, hit the floor, wet thuds. It's your liver, kidney, spleen. You don't feel well at all. And this is very traumatic, so you're going to lose 7 points of sanity, which is enough for a temporary insanity. Your temporary insanity, and you faint. But when you wake up from your faint, your temporary insanity is going to be your skin is rotting away and all your organs are falling out. Oh god, oh god. Your skin has rotted away and your organs have fallen out. We're going to pop away from Parker for a moment to the rest of our sleepy people. Teddy, Bobby May, you're usually the first two up.
Yeah. I think first thing Bobby does when she wakes up is washes her mouth out.
Yeah.
Gets rid of that saltwater taste.
Yeah. Oh, and you like cough up and there's a little salt water that comes out.
Gross.
Yeah.
And then I think because Bobby knows that Teddy is normally up at this hour too, she's gonna go over and just like knock on Teddy's door. Teddy,
it's
are
literally
you
a situation while you're like
as
like,
I'm knocking, you're
want to
opening
knock the door opens.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Can I come in?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And I like shut the door behind me. You know how we were talking about dreams yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
I had a real bad one last night.
Penguins?
Yeah, dream about penguins? Were you dreaming about doors?
I hope
Doris
not.
wasn't there. No, she's taxidermy. These were all very alive.
So many birds. There were many birds.
You had a dream about birds. That's not what I had a dream about. So it's good to know that not all of our dreams seem to kind of coincide. So that's interesting.
Yeah, that'd be real weird.
That'd be real weird. I dreamt that I was in my dark room and it started to flood and then I drowned and it was terrifying. But yeah, it's fine. Good to know I was not the only one. No, bad to know that I was not the only one who had an
Remember what
awful
I told you
dream. Yeah.
Yesterday about the whole like tasting the salty water, and
I had that this morning.
That's not good.
No, I don't.
That we have that in common. That it is not just a me thing. that actually worries me more than me just thinking it was something just in my head.
Yeah, and I
Like,
know
why
I did
is
not
it both
drink
in our
salt
heads?
water. Yeah, I did not drink salt water last night at all. And I don't sleepwalk as far as I know. So I know I didn't get up, go to the ocean, drink some water, and come back.
I swore that I like coughed and I felt seaweed tickling at the back of my throat. It was
Oh,
awful.
yeah, no, thank you.
I ain't eat no seaweed.
Yeah, I mean, I eat seaweed like with sushi and stuff, but I have not had seaweed recently.
That's too close to alive for me. I like to have my food cooked.
Fair, that's fair. I don't like this.
No, I hate this a whole bunch, but I'm going to pretend to
Hold
be
on.
brave in front of all the rest of these people. And I'm going to pretend like I have not been using glasses. And I'm going to pretend like I haven't been avoiding drinking water.
Yeah. Yeah.
You better not
Okay.
tell nobody. I swear to God. Bucket.
Why the hell would I tell anybody, Teddy? We're having the same we're having similar dreams and we're tasting
You
similar
might
things.
grab that thing that Parker used the other day and just lose what's left of you and start telling people about stuff that
made me, first of all, that made me catatonic, apparently. And second of all, you cannot judge me for things that happen under the influence. That's not fair. I would not willingly give away that information to anybody, Teddy. You told me that in confidence, and I will not betray that.
All right.
And please, the same. Just, yeah. Don't tell anybody.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
May?
You say that, and you hear, because Teddy, you're right next to Parker's room, you hear a thud from Parker's room.
I'm just gonna, like, knock on the wall. Parker, darling, you all right in there?
I think Teddy's a little too panicked to be like, after Parker got stabbed yesterday, Teddy is just the only thing you did see is Teddy check to make sure he has his gun, and then he's on his move.
I'll follow.
Yeah, you leave your room. Parker, you don't faint for very long, but you awake. And you hear pounding at your door, and your skin is falling off, and your organs are falling out. It's all terrible. End scene.
Oh, end scene. Parker, I think, is just full on like weeping. He feels like he's like actively dying, like he's about to die, and he's scared of dying, and he doesn't want to die. But yeah, I mean, guts are spilling. He's gonna die, right?
Yeah.
So
that's not healthy.
He's very much as like sitting on the ground in his bathroom, waiting for the end to come to him.
Yeah.
Parker.
Teddy, kick that fucking door down, please.
Oh, you don't have to say that twice.
All right, strength check versus Teddy versus the door. It's not a great hotel door. You'll get it down. It just takes you. It's just louder than you'd like, and takes a little longer than you'd like.
Yeah, it's splinters. I was trying to make it clean where I just knocked off the lock.
It's messy. It's real messy. But you do get the door down, and Parker is weeping on the floor of his bathroom.
The faucet is still running, cold water spilling over the sink. It's making a mess everywhere.
Parker, you all right, man?
He just shakes his head back and forth to no. It's like, he seems to be like trying not to move because every time he moves, more skin comes off. His guts spill out more.
Parker, honey, you're gonna have to talk to us. What's going on? You don't look injured.
Oh. Let's see. Yeah, he's lying there, and eventually he does like creak his head around, like look at you. His eyes are very red. He has been crying in the face of death. It's very scary. He just says,
because it was only temporary insanity, it's starting to wear off now. Now that you have people in here talking to you, trying to snap you out of it, you're coming out.
Oh, so wait, do I still believe my skin's coming off and my guts are on the floor?
100% still believe that it happened, but you seem to be okay weirdly right now. But you are 100% like it happened. Like your skin was falling off, your organs were coming out the floor, but you seem okay now. Maybe.
Parker seems extremely shaken. But you'd see him like grab his arms and like very like hesitantly like grip them and move to his chest and his stomach. And then he looks at the two of you, and there is a moment where he's like, thinking about salvaging any amount of his pride. You know, like you have to have a little pride or else sometimes you just completely fall apart. But then he like sees Bobby May and he remembers that he can be vulnerable if he needs to be. And sometimes when you're in a really weird situation, you got to be vulnerable. I just woke up and oh God, I felt like I was dying. My skin was coming off. My guts were spilling out. God.
You need a hand out, brother?
Yeah, can I
I
hug
don't
you?
want
Are
you
you
just
okay? Like,
laying on the floor.
yeah.
Teddy reaches out a hand like,
And Dr. Hughes and Irina Zhao, you would have been awoken from the sound of a door being
A
broken
door.
in.
it literally
Broken in.
was.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Just
Ooh, we're gonna have to pay for that.
yeah, yeah.
It takes him a minute, but eventually
Yeah.
Parker will like. He almost seems like if someone as strong as Teddy grabbed his hand, he would rip the skin off instead of his hand. It's very much like almost like a automatic like response, but eventually he like forces himself to grab your hand, and when he's pulled to his feet, yeah, he's like sopping wet from the cold sink. His legs are a bit numb.
Sorry, bro. It's all right. Sorry, brother.
He's calming down though, definitely. God, I had the fucking worst nightmare, and then I thought this was a dream too, but
I just
Teddy
kind of
gives
look at
Bobby May a look
Teddy.
as soon as you say nightmare. It's like,
I'm like, so it wasn't just us. What? Sorry, excuse me. What? We heard a thunk. Did you like fall out? You're in the bathroom, so you must have woke. Do you sleepwalk?
sometimes, but it's not usually a thunk. I think that was probably when I just like fell to the ground, right?
Fainted.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
fainted.
fainted.
Yeah.
I got out of bed from dreaming and walked over here. When I looked in the mirror, it was like my skin was like literally rotting off my body. And then like my gut burst open and I could feel my organs spilling out of me. And I felt like I was dying. I felt like the end was about to come and I just had to wait for it to happen.
something ain't right about this place, Bobby May. Something ain't right.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this place.
I thought I'd be braver in the face of assured death, but Christ.
Honey, I don't think anyone can be brave when their organs are spilling out their body or when they think they are.
Yeah. But no, I had a worse nightmare. I didn't tell you guys this, but fuck it. I mean, whatever pride is left is sopping wet on the bathroom floor. I don't do well in tight spaces. I need to breathe. I need to be able to move. I need a way to get out if I need to be. So normally I can just like put it off unless I'm like actually about to step into one.
No, we don't need room service. We'll take care of the door later.
You see like a staff member just like walking by, like just flabbergasted, didn't even ask anything, and just like keeps walking with like the little
Teddy's on
cleaning
edge
cart.
right now.
I don't know how I'm going to get into like not motorcycle, a submarine, or if they are stuck in some fucking cave underground, you guys might just have to leave me behind. I can't handle it. God, I hate this fucking place.
I don't disagree with that. Parker, you help me with my water fear. If you need somebody to help you with this, I'm willing.
How do you help someone with just like an irrational fear of being in small corners?
You hold on and you don't let go. Well, let's get this room cleaned up. Come, take a couple moments to yourself. We'll go downstairs. We'll get some breakfast. We'll
give me like 5-10.
we'll give you your space.
Yeah, you guys do see as you're walking out, next to the bed on the nightstand table, there's like a little picnic blanket and a little picnic basket that he was planning on having filled up. So it's kind of like you gotta de-stress. You gotta have fun times while you're having investigations.
You do need to de-stress.
Yeah, I do. Now I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was going to do first thing in the morning, but I think now it's kind of like salvaging himself is first priority.
Yeah. Do Dr. Hughes and Miss Irina come out at all, or you just hear that door breaking in? You're like, nope.
Not my business.
I think Bronwyn would. She
Okay.
was concerned. There's a big noise and there's shouting of some sort. So
You'd come out as Bobby May and Teddy seem to be exiting Parker's room, which seems to have been broken into aggressively.
What happened?
That was Teddy. The door. We heard a thunk in Parker's room, and he was having a bit of a fit, I guess.
A fit? Did he have a seizure? Is that something
No.
that he's known to have? Does he have medication?
No.
He can take for it?
No, he thought all his skin was falling off and his organs were falling out.
He's having hallucinations. Did he ingest anything unusual this morning? Did he
No, he said he woke up and washed his face, and when he looked up in the mirror, it was happening. So, unless
washed
there's
his
something in the
face?
water. Yeah, unless there's something
Well,
in
that's
the
my
water.
immediate thought, is maybe that there's something that got into the pipeline. Did any of you did you drink the water this morning?
I did. Yeah, I had some water this morning, but I haven't had anything like that.
I've drank nothing but beer and soda.
We're giving
Not
water.
good.
we're giving him a moment just to kind of compose, and then
Sure,
I don't think it would
absolutely.
be a bad idea if you checked him out.
Sure. Teddy, you should drink some water. It keep yourself hydrated.
Can I ask you a question, Doctor?
Sure.
Did you have nightmares last night?
But no, I had quite pleasant dreams actually. Why?
You know what?
Parker
worry about
said
it.
said
It's
he had
fine.
a nightmare.
Parker
You do
said he
have a
was
slight
having a time.
headache, Doctor, but that's it.
Take some Tylenol and get rid of that. You'll be fine.
No
Yeah,
nightmare.
it's fine. I will drink some water at some point, Doctor. Bottled
Okay.
up.
I'm gonna go check on Irina and make sure she's alive.
Sure.
Oh, she is
sure.
not
Of
coming
course.
out.
Yeah.
If she's not out here, she didn't get. That
No,
was
not-
not
I
a
guess-
soft sound coming from this
No.
door.
I kicked
Right,
in a
it
door,
wasn't.
and
Yeah.
it didn't.
which we're probably
I
gonna
was
have
trying to
pay
kick
for.
at the door handle, but I kicked a little too center, and then just kind of.
I'm gonna go knock on Irina's door. Irina, darling, are you awake?
Yeah.
You okay?
Open the door, kind of peek at her. I'm fine. I'll see you down for breakfast.
Okay.
What was that noise, by the way?
Oh, we broke down Parker's door. A little concerned about. He's fine. It's okay. Everything's handled. Just come down to breakfast whenever you're ready.
Did he have a bad
Narrator
dream?
says Parker is definitely not fine.
he's great. He'll be fine. Maybe.
Yeah,
He'll
she
be
just
fine.
gives her like, did he also have a bad dream?
Did you have a bad dream?
Something
Yeah, he's-
about this place. It's not right.
Yeah, he said he had a nightmare. And then he had some type of hallucination when he woke up. Thought all his organs and skin was falling out and falling off. But he's okay. Doctor's gonna take a look at him in a moment and just meet us down at breakfast whenever you're ready. I'll have some tea ready for you. Mhm. You okay?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you your space, and I'll just kind of like back where Teddy was.
All right, so you head down to breakfast. um, and yeah, it's Teddy and Bobby May. Teddy, do you get a glass of water like the doctor recommended, or you just sticking to?
I did. I got water. Or no, you said Teddy. Sorry, not Bobby May. I know.
Oh.
I listen.
Teddy is absolutely not drinking any water right now, especially if it has to go to glass. Again, he's drinking out of coffee mugs, anything but glass. And water is still making him incredibly uncomfortable. So he's drinking tea because tea is not the same as just water.
That is true. That is very fair. There's some lovely yerba mate, which is on site. Yeah, drinking some tea. Bobby May, what are you having? You drinking water at breakfast?
I'll probably have a glass of water, but then I've also got a mug of coffee as well.
Nice.
And I've probably taken some Tylenol for my headache as well.
Cool. Who's downstairs next for breakfast? I'm just curious to see how y'all doing. It's a rough night, I understand. These things happen.
I think if you just see Teddy, like if you're looking at a camera, it's that mechanical look of just somebody eating breakfast with their just gaze out.
That's
just
me like
1,000
every
mile
morning.
stare.
Yeah.
I feel like Bobby's a little
it's
more
not good.
functional because like she's used to having bad dreams and weird dreams. So like
Teddy's
I feel
not.
like
She is.
Mm-mm.
she's totally
weirdly
fine.
used to it after the past few
Yeah.
months. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby May's
Eating
fine.
pancakes.
Parker would
Nice.
take some time, definitely like
Yeah.
clean up a little bit. Also just take some time to just like breathe a bit. Maybe a little tentatively look at himself in the mirror again.
Mm-hmm. Everything seems fine.
Oh, come on, Parker.
But it seemed so real. But you're fine.
He'll get dressed. He'll grab all the stuff for the trip. And he kind of looks at the picnic basket and blanket that I was like, oh, this will cheer everyone up. And like he's kind of lost like the joy of it.
Aww.
He'll still grab it though, and he'll head back downstairs.
Is Dr. Bronwyn waiting outside of Parker's room for him, or is she?
Yes.
Okay.
She was told that to give him a little bit of space, so she was waiting until he was ready to come out of his own accord. So she's, waiting for him. Oh, Parker.
Oh, Christ, Doc.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I was actually trying to do the opposite, sort of waiting for you to, have your space and come out on your own time. But everyone was very worried about you, so I was wondering if you were maybe up for. Could I take a closer look at you? Maybe see if we could figure out what's causing these symptoms.
Sure, I guess. Hold on. Just he's carrying a bunch of stuff, like a giant backpack. Like he's got a lot of stuff in his possessions, and so out here in the hallway, in the room, downstairs, what?
In your room or my room or whichever one you think would be, or if you'd rather just do that in the hall, that's fine too.
He'll just walk back in. It's like it's right there.
Okay.
He looks really rough. Like he's always looked kind of relaxed, a little laid back, but he seems a bit on edge, and
take a closer look.
his eyes are very red.
Mm-hmm. You said that you just woke up and you were washing your face this morning, and that's when it happened?
I had the mother of all nightmares.
Okay.
Woke up, or was already feeling, cold sweat, wide awake, went to the bathroom. Just kind of rinsed some cold water on my face. That's when I looked up and... Okay, like, Doc, I'm not crazy. I don't do anything other than, alcohol.
Sure.
I saw and could feel my skin coming off, my guts spilling out. I could feel it. It was real. At least it was real to me.
And this was a sensation that was it was something that was inside your head, but other people, you look totally normal, because you look totally normal. I could take a look at your... Do you mind if I lift your shirt a little? I can take a look.
He just kind of pulls up his shirt.
I don't see any lacerations, nothing that could feel like it's coming out, though that doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't feel that way inside your head. There's always a psychosomatic element that's entirely plausible. Have you ever had seizures before? Is that
Parker
something
doesn't-
that runs in your family? Or
Parker doesn't like the way she said a word that had psycho in it. I don't think so. Look, Doc, I was kind of in the grip of hysteria, I think it's called. I thought I was
Sure.
going to die. I wasn't looking at the watch and taking notes.
you were having a panic attack.
Maybe. I don't know. But I thought it was real. Teddy and Bobby May came in, and when I looked back down, it didn't seem as real. Everything was gone or back to normal or what have you. So I don't know if it's like my own personal gremlin that disappears when people come around, but there's your rough timeline. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. I know you're trying to help. I'm in a real shit mood, so.
Well, no, you have every right to be in a shit mood after everything that's happened. And, I feel there's something that's been bugging me about all the symptoms that people have been displaying. It's something that I want to tell. I'd rather tell everybody at the same time so that we all are on equal footing, but I think it might explain part of what's happening with you here. I don't know about the hallucinations. That's something new. I'll have to look into that. But in the meantime, how would you feel about taking maybe a bit of clozapine until we know a little bit more about your symptoms? Just to prevent something like this from happening again in the immediate future?
I feel like Parker is the kind of guy who was raised in an environment where if you have to take those kinds of drugs, then you're not like normal or like you're weaker. It's very unhealthy. It's a bad mindset. It's also why he didn't like it when you said he might have had a panic attack, because that implies that he has like a weaker mental state or something to him at least. So I think you see him immediately like strain up a bit, like he's against the idea.
If you don't want to,
I don't think we need to go that far, Doc.
Perfectly understandable. That's fine. In the meantime, we can find a couple of other things that might help to sort of loosen you up naturally a bit. We could see if someone around here has some lavender that we could use, sort of like a aromatherapy. Maybe you could carry some with you in your pocket or something. Otherwise,
aromatherapies. I thought that was for massage parlors and
it works in all matter of ways. It's sort of like it's passive help. I don't know how much help it actually does, but without the use of medicine, there's very limited things that we can do. We could, make you some tea, sort of to calm you down, maybe some chamomile or something, and other than that, just sort of take it easy for a bit, maybe avoid drinking the tap water here.
You think there's something in the water?
See, I don't know, because Bobby May said that she drank some water this morning as well, and she didn't have any of the symptoms that you're displaying. So I'm not sure. I have to look into it, but there is an explanation for it, and I will find it. And when I do, I'll come back and I'll tell you. So
I mean, with the headaches going around with everyone has to drink the water, so that makes sense. I don't think I've heard anything about widespread nightmares.
I didn't think that the
hallucinations.
nightmares and the hallucinations have to do with the water specifically. I think it's something else. But that being said, are you hungry?
I honestly, not really. But I feel like I do need to eat, or else I'm going to regret it later.
All right. Well, we should head down, get you some tea, maybe.
All right. Thanks for the checkup, Doc.
Sure thing.
Should I expect the bill in the mail? Can you make it? Can you make it out to Wintercroft?
Absolutely.
Okay, a little bit of jokestering is coming back to Parker, who's just trying to get back to normal, the swing of things. When Parker goes down, he will stop by like the restaurant area and request with some payments, like, "Hey, can you pack this basket full of like lunch goodies for a picnic?"
Yes, they'd be happy to pack up some lunch for you guys. They have some leftovers from the day before that they will pack up for you.
Yeah, tip with cash, and just show up at the table everyone's eating breakfast at.
Yep. They're eating breakfast at the table with everybody. Well, Irina, you would be the last to come down then.
I give them like one of those like really like very teethy smiles.
Mm-hmm.
Sit, drink tea. And also kind of like sidely kind of glance at Parker like,
Mm-hmm.
He's been just chewing on the same piece of bread.
No.
There's not even butter on it or anything. It's just a piece of bread.
Morning, Irina. You sleep well?
shakes her head slowly.
No. Nightmares as well?
Nods.
Isn't that strange?
She's like, I think she latches onto the nightmares as well, glances at Parker, and then just kind of sighs. When are we going to the plane today? As soon as
You guys
we
have
eat.
about an hour.
How full is this lobby?
Y'all are pretty early. People have been coming down, but a lot of people have been having insomnia lately. So I'd say it's like the restaurant little area is like a third full. Breakfast runs for several hours, so people have time to come in and out. Lots of coffee drinking. This is your first morning here. Lots of people drinking lots of coffee, kind of picking at their food. Yeah, as if they don't have terrible much of an appetite. Yeah. About third full.
For anything, it seems.
No one at the table next to y'all or anything. People are pretty spread out.
Okay, so the chances of us being overheard are slim.
Yeah, especially yeah, if you talk quietly. Yeah, there's enough murmur and hubbub going on that I
Okay.
won't hear you. It doesn't seem like anyone's trying to listen in on y'all. They're all dealing with their own breakfast and headaches and coffee and discussions. Or reading or, that kind of thing.
Looking around. So, anyone have a rough night like I did, or?
I kind of give him a look. Not bad enough to have a door broken. You're right.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I should probably go talk to the front desk about that. I should probably explain. I'll do that in a minute. I did not sleep well. Didn't really have too rough of a night, but didn't sleep well.
Maybe we should just sleep at the volcano.
Teddy is just staring off into space while this conversation is happening. Just sipping tea.
Oh. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna be making my morning checks. Carry on.
Oh, good. I didn't think sleeping at the volcano will fix our problem. In fact, I think that might make it worse.
You think it's the epicenter?
I don't know. See, that's the thing, is that ever since we were talking to our friend upstairs and she was telling us a little bit more about things going on and all the hinky shit that got messed up with the camera work, I think there might be some sort of, now don't quote me on this is just, speculation, but magnetic radiation is the first thing that came to mind, which could explain some of the symptoms that people have been feeling, the headaches and the nausea, and I don't know about the nightmares. It could cause those as well. Maybe the radiation is causing something that's triggering something in the brain that's forcing it to make all these unfortunate images as we're in deep sleep. But that's I think we should try to make our expedition here as short as humanly possible, because the less exposure to radiation we have, probably the better for our long-term health. But in the
Radiation?
meantime, magnetic radiation, minor.
Is that different from the bad stuff, or?
Oh no,
Is
it's
this
still the
kinda
bad stuff.
Oh,
Cancer
great.
causing radiation.
There's
We-
no
so-
good radiation technically.
Because that wakes Teddy from his stupor. Wait, what's this about radiation?
Yeah, so it's 1986. How much do we know about radiation?
Well, people.
Because Chernobyl hasn't happened yet.
Just I
I
have
don't
it
think
in
it
my
happens till
notes.
May.
I don't think
Yeah.
it happened yet. I
It's
I
not
did
happened
specific
yet.
research.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the
hold on, I have it in
Incredible
my
Hulk
notes.
has been released in comic form.
Chernobyl. Yes, April 26th. Oh, y'all are like 10 days early.
10 days,
In 10
yeah.
days, Chernobyl goes.
Wait a minute, that's a little close to our timeline.
I'll
We'll
remind
find
y'all
out
that the
then.
next full moon's on the 24th. So, in case you were wondering.
Cthulhu caused Chernobyl, confirmed.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
In June, we've got the World Cup between Argentina and West Germany. Argentina
there's
wins.
nothing we can do to like buffer that, Doc. Can't like put on a tinfoil hat and be okay, or
No, I wouldn't recommend putting on a tinfoil hat. Would I have any idea how to combat radiation? I don't think there is any way to combat radiation.
I'm not particularly well. Shielding is good.
Sure.
But
You know, there's not
It
much more
is-
shielding that we can do than being inside the walls of our hotel, and being right at the volcano is a lot less shielded than being in our hotel.
that
So
is true.
craft some Radix and rat away.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. It's as far as radiation goes, it's not one of the worst kinds. I mean, your microwaves work using magnetic radiation, technically. MRI
I'm
machines
sticking
work
myself in the microwave.
using-
No,
You're not, but you are exposed to it. It's just
that's fair.
and people have been living here for months, and they seem to have not had any progressive symptoms. So
Their doctor is the worst.
the
How would they
doctor is
even
the
know?
worst.
They're all on oxy. They don't know if their symptoms are getting worse.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's true. There's not a lot known about magnetic radiation currently.
I'm so worried about these
Let
people.
alone in the 1980s. They don't necessarily correlate a lot of these symptoms to. It's possibly a lot of it's theoretical at this point in time, because again, we still don't know a ton about magnetic radiation or electromagnetic radiation. Some members of the public and people, but doctors are still working to find out like exactly what it does. So it's possible. It hasn't been linked to any cancers or anything yet. Just some symptoms which seem to dissipate usually after reducing exposure or getting out of there. So you just don't think you should be here for a super long time. It's probably the best course of action. You wouldn't want to stay here longer than a month or two, probably.
We'll be fine.
I don't want to stay here
No.
another day, so
Yeah. If we don't stay here for long periods of time, what are the chances of us doing something that causes cancer,
awesome. We're setting the bar real high, aren't we?
with a cigarette. Okay. So flight in an hour. Volcano back. Hopefully we'll figure something out. I mean, any last minute prep that anyone needs to do?
No, I've got my bag. I think I'm good to go.
Do you
Yeah,
guys mind if
back,
I
good
sleep on the
stuff.
flight?
No, go for it.
Go for it.
Thanks.
See Jack
I'm gonna sleep through my
Feeding.
terrifying
trying
heights
to
journey.
feed Doris. Doris doesn't seem interested. Doris seems very aloof this morning, though that could just be her pearl accessorized sunglasses and saucy maroon top, which matches. That she did not seem particularly keen to wear today. But yeah, you see Doris and Jack's trying to convince her to eat some breakfast. And she doesn't move because she's a taxidermy penguin. I think this is the first Dr. Bronwyn has seen of Doris.
Is that a penguin?
Yes, you see an old taxidermied penguin, like 80 years old, maybe? 50, 100 years old? Turn of the century taxidermy looks like. He's talking to it. It is dressed up. This taxidermied penguin is dressed up, and he's trying to feed it food. Or like convince it to eat food, like you would try to convince a toddler to eat their baby food. Come now.
Just don't even think about it.
Yes.
She's
To your
good.
question, yes, that is a penguin.
Yeah, that's Doris.
Sure,
We're not
Doris.
sure about her. She's a bit strange.
It's a bit dead.
Very
A
dead.
A lot of
but
it did.
Yeah.
But well loved.
What about some tea, Doris? Please. There you go. That's a good. Oh, your glasses.
I can imagine.
Hmm.
I can imagine Lindy just doing this in her spare time.
Yeah. And he
Oh.
just, adjusts, get a little food off her beak.
Irina, Minnie, you said you were. Wait, actually, did you tell us you were working on the little project? Make your own
Last
personal
night
Doris?
she just went, "Oh yeah, speaking of the radio, I have to work on something." Just left.
Oh, okay. So we don't know it's
Yeah.
the waves for Doris. All right.
You know I have an idea now that is the only thing I will focus on for the next foreseeable future. Yes.
Hmm.
And yeah,
ADHD,
she will kind of
hyperfocus.
maybe. Or there's another word for it, but regardless, she just kind of like looks at everyone's like, it's a bit early for are the shops open now? They should be, right?
Past breakfast? I'd say at least a few, maybe.
All right. If you don't mind, I'll quickly go to the shops again. I'll be right back.
Should you go alone?
Yeah, don't go. Take one of us with you. Don't go alone.
I'll
That
go,
Doris, you want to go
fine.
shopping?
I'll
We
be-
can go shopping. That's fine.
I can go with Doris.
Let's go, Irina.
Steady.
Not a little
Yeah,
hood.
she just
It's like
drowsily would just like follow along and kind of like if she's walking behind him, you know when people are too like drowsy and they just kind of step a little bit on your heel? Yeah. It's like, yes, I follow. Oh my god.
classy lady.
Lady in red.
Yeah. Doris meets
Hopefully
business
not
today.
like Lovecraftian style lady in red.
Doris meet business today. So, yeah, Jack and Doris also go out shopping today, it would seem. Yeah, you go to the electronics store. They've just opened. They opened at like 8, so you have a little bit of time. You can go on your way to the lane to pick up that part you need. You see Jack and Doris also go to the electronics store, and they're looking around. I just keep getting...
Hmm.
See. It's a bit dark. Yeah, there you are. Yes. Oh! If it isn't, y'all running into here again. What a coincidence.
This is not an accident. They just whispers that to Irina.
I think that penguin is sentient.
No,
Or is it just lack of sleep talking?
that part you just said.
Yeah, probably.
Sweet Lord, I hope I'm right.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So you want to do this one? I don't even know what that does, Doris. I'm gonna pick one up for you. Yeah, why not? Might as well. And he's just putting things in a little cart. He's got a cart, and he's put like Doris in like where the kids section, like the kids seat is, of the cart, and is never more than an arm's length away, pushing along some things in. Oh, we want to face this way? All right, fine, Doris. You'll fit, I suppose. There you go. Perfect. All right. Let me know if you need to be adjusted again. And, yeah, you get your
Irina,
part.
if I ever get that far, just off me. Just tell my mom I love her and then just be done with me.
Just, I mean, there's worse things than to treat that weird radio penguin sentient.
Yeah. Getting caught with the weird radio thing penguin like a sentient. Imagine Well, I mean, that would be relatively normal in New York, but like, that still doesn't make it good.
That is true.
What do you need?
Oh, yeah. Well, she just like reads her list. This one part, I broke it last night while working on stuff that I was working on.
Why?
She's like, well, now don't. I know this might sound a little crazy. It's related to Doris.
Yeah. Yep. That sounds a little crazy.
Right. So that time that. So remember the experiment we did with Bobby May and Parker?
Right,
and
Doris,
she
that
nearly
is a
broke
tiny
his.
knife.
It's a very tiny knife.
Oh, the one where you fucked with the whole hotel that y'all told me about while I was
Yeah,
sleeping?
that. So there was something interesting about that.
Okay.
I noticed that Jack was also going limp the way that everyone else was doing it in waves. Around the same time, I noticed that Doris was emitting frequencies that are not caught typically by most humans, but I was able to get a recording of it. You know how certain sound waves cancel other sound waves out?
Yeah.
I think I might be able to design a transmitter that could possibly counteract that noise, or at least get us out of the daze, hopefully.
Uh-huh.
Oh, just put your glasses back on.
I don't know what that penguin is, but that thing, I swear, being near it helped me.
So
And
the
helped him.
taxidermy penguin
Yes.
helped the creepy death noise. I mean,
Yes.
stop the creepy death noise from being as effective.
Yes. So,
And you figured this out how?
because well, during the time that Parker was trying to get the transmitter away from Bobby May, I got as close as I could to them to investigate.
So why is the dead bird putting off a sound?
I don't know. Maybe there's a radio there's a radio transmitter inside it. Maybe
You
it
do
truly.
realize this sounds absolutely batshit, right? And I'm not saying that it's not real, because what the fuck is going on with this place?
Maybe
But
there's
this sounds
there's a
batshit.
radio inside the penguin. I don't know, but it works. So it would be good for us to have it. We're doing weird things, and something about this place.
Makes me want to
not-
leave like yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we need a solderer, Doris. Well, if you insist, all right then.
And if I'm honest, the safest place on this entire place might really be with that penguin.
I wish I had better reactions or words to the strange shit that you're saying right now. But my only thing I got is like, yeah, we probably should just try it. And that makes me even feel way worse about all of this, to be honest with you.
Look, I'm sure there is a logical explanation, and I'm no volcanologist, scientist. I didn't go to school for that. Spent most of my time away from school, so I don't know. It works. That's all that matters. The why we can figure out some other time.
And honestly, ignorance is bliss.
Well, yeah, considering the weird lightsaber shaped caches.
I don't want to know. Why is that man talking to the penguin? I don't want to know.
Because he's weird.
But what if he's not? What if we're the weird ones for not talking to the penguin? And that's what we have to consider in a situation like this. And I don't want to. So I'm just going to pretend like none of this is actually real.
All right. Just, I think.
So
works
get
for
your
me.
stuff, make your radio signal blocker thingamabobber, and then we can just roll on and pretend like we're not about to go into potentially a death trap.
Is that all for you?
Alright.
All right, then we'll check on out.
That man is fucking insane.
Carefully grabs Doris out of the little kids section of the shopping cart and checks out, hands money over, gets a big old shopping bag full of things, and goes back to the hotel.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, a part of me is just like, if I do sound like that, I would love to just go. Just go. Never come back. Thank you.
While you two have bought things, back at the hotel, someone from the front desk approaches, Parker still looks a little shaken, so, Dr. Bronwyn and Bobby May. Excuse me. You are the Wintercroft Investigations, yes?
Hi, yes, we are.
Yes, there's an urgent fax has come in for you all.
Oh, okay.
He hands it to you all, and it says, "Please report in. Are you all right?"
Mhm.
I thought Parker
Define all
sent a
right.
fax yesterday.
I don't think a fax was sent yesterday.
Oh yeah, we never actually.
I
Sent
think
them
we
a
got really
You
fax.
talked
distracted.
about
and
it,
forgot.
but you did
Yeah.
not send a fax.
Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, we should probably do that then.
Oh, make
What do you
sure
put in the fax?
make sure we add something about if we don't reply, then we might be where we're going.
Okay.
It might
Yeah.
be chocolate.
Also,
Yeah.
add a thing where we'll mention a specific item that I brought to headquarters as a keyword.
Mm-hmm.
Because if anyone in this hell is, you know,
like a code word kind of
that's a
thing.
code word, yeah, that only
Are you
we would know.
Are you talking about what you had on you when you came in?
When we first met, yeah. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that's it.
Okay. The big old. Yeah. Okay. All right. I will go send that fax then.
I'm getting ready to write all. What do you report in that fax?
So I report. Hi, Dr. Bronwyn made it. I report about the essentially everything that we learned yesterday, the symptoms that people are having, the electromagnetic radiation, the that the one guy was sabotaging everything and he was being paid by the locals and some cultists. I tell them I tell them about Parker getting attacked. I don't tell them about the signal thing. And like I do tell them that we found a signal that like when it's turned on, it makes people uncomfortable and they get pulled south. But I don't tell them that it was us that figured that out, that we were the ones turning it on and off.
Do you, just out of curiosity, do you like say what that signal sounds like, or do you just say a signal?
Bobby would describe the signal.
Would describe it to like the tekeli-li, just kind of type that out.
Yeah.
Cool.
'Cause Bobby's intimately familiar with that sound, so she'll be able to describe it pretty accurately.
Yeah, you write it one way and you realize you spelled it wrong, and you write it a different way.
Okay. I'll do that then.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean I realize I spelled it wrong?
Like you're like sounding
Some
it
don't
out.
feel right about that.
Like you sound it out, and you're like, that's not right. It needs 2 Ks. And you just fix it.
Just fix it. Okay. Okay, that's terrifying.
And there's a
Fine.
hyphen needed too.
There's okay. Yep,
Yeah.
I put that in as well. I make it as perfect as I can.
Yeah, no, it's easy enough. You know how to fix it.
Yeah. I let them know that a couple of people have been having nightmares. I let them know about the stuff that the kids told us that, you know, they found with the life preserver and the help we're still down here, yada yada yada. Essentially I give them a full report of everything that happened yesterday.
Fabulous. Wonderful. Thank you.
And then I send it off.
Well, wait.
Uh,
Do you mind if I
okay.
take a look over it? Just to.
Sure.
Do I spot anything obvious that seems off?
No, it seems
Okay.
that
That's
she wrote down
fantastic.
everything that she said. Everything seems fine.
All right. In that case, I'm just gonna double check.
She
the
sounded out
symptoms.
the sound. It's that when you read it, it sounded. Yeah, sure. It sounds like sure. People
All
write
right.
down all sorts of. It's like what sound does a cat say? Meow. Or like if you what my car was making a ka-tug kind of sound. It's, you have to describe it in like that kind of word. So like kind of phonetically, yeah. It's mostly
All right.
phonetically. An interpretation of it.
Sure. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna double check over the symptoms as she described them. Make a couple notes, and then
Yeah.
we can send it on the way.
Sure thing.
When we go up to the front desk to send it, I would like to talk to somebody about the door.
Yes, we were hoping you would bring that up.
Yeah, well, we're more than welcome to pay for any damages.
Right,
One of our friends was having a medical emergency and we had to get in there
I'm so
really
sorry
quick.
to hear that. Yes.
Totally fine now. We had it taken care of, but like I said, we will pay for any damages that,
We'll tack it onto your bill.
Perfect. Thank you. And again, so sorry
course.
about that. It was just
It is fine. Would you like us to have your friend move to a different room while it is being repaired?
yes, please. That would be
Alright.
appreciated.
Get a new key. If you could just give us the old key, we will and have him move his things. That way it is more secure.
Thank you.
Because there's
Appreciate
no door
it.
right now.
No, right. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. And then I just walk away. And I'll let Parker know that he can turn in his key and get a new room at the front desk.
Parker nods. Oh, yeah, thanks. Pity. Thought I was going to be bunking with you, Bobby May. Smile. Walks away to hand over the key.
Bobby's just like, where the hell did that come from? Just was not expecting that.
Give the shipper something to think about.
Give the shippers. You mean me? That's who
Yes,
you
give
mean. I
Lindy something to
understood.
think about.
Honestly, yeah, the one that we have.
The one shipper. There might be someone else in chat. I don't know. Snow ships people too sometimes. But sure, yeah, Parker, you can move your things. The room's just like at the other end of the cluster. You're at the front of the cluster, and you're at the back end of the cluster.
Down the back.
Yeah.
All right.
You're on the other side of Dr. Hughes' room, because Dr. Hughes is the newest person to come in now. You're just boop, one door over from her.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Yep. And before you know it, it is 9 o'clock, but there is a fax reply that does come in, and it says, "Thank you for checking in, albeit late. Noted. We will expect your check-in today, but notify the Coast Guard by tomorrow evening if you have not checked in by tomorrow evening."
We better fucking remember.
Perfect.
Also, you're positive it was tekeli-li? Question mark.
Bobby will send a respond back that just says yes.
Yes. That's it.
Just
yes. Yes, I'm 100% sure it's that sound and that spelling. Bobby May.
a couple minutes later, you get a reply fax.
Wow, they are real fast with these today.
It's just, you imagine they're sitting there waiting at the fax machine.
Yeah.
What are these weirdos gonna send us?
It says, "Okay, noted. Make sure you keep that red folder on you."
Oh, fuck. All our gadgets, too.
Hey, doctor, you still got that red folder with you, right? On your person right now?
Oh yeah, it's in my room. Is that okay?
Oh, we should probably bring it with us.
Okay, I'll go get it.
I'll just show her the facts. Just keep that folder with you.
Uh-huh.
Not at the volcano. Well, I guess it's good to keep
Yes, I don't
an
know.
eye on it at all times. That makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I'll go get
Yeah.
it.
Should we bring all the
does-
magic tricks with us, too?
Well, I've got one of the hippos with me.
That seems a lot to carry around.
Yeah, I don't think we need the whole thing. I think.
Excuse me.
just
Hi. Did you say volcano? Are you going back to the volcano? To
yeah,
Flanklino?
Dr. Nelson. Yeah,
Are you taking the seaplane?
we are, and actually, we were going to ask you if you wanted to come with us.
I was going to ask if I could accompany you. I heard volcano talk. I would love to get some more readings. I haven't taken any this week or last week.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, we've already secured your place on the plane, so absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. That is very nice of you. I will, you know what? Let me pack a couple things. I'll be right down.
Perfect. Yeah, we're heading
Runs
out.
up the stairs.
Okay. I was going to say,
truly
we're
do
heading
not
out at
trust
9, but
someone
it's just gone.
who is that hyped to go to somewhere this cursed.
It's not cursed. It's a volcano.
It's just a volcano. There's nothing wrong with it.
Teddy and Irina, y'all have come back. Yep.
Yeah.
And so has Jack and Doris. Man. They it looks like they were talking to Danny in like the dining room. She's getting some coffee. Doris is just fabulous, as always. Here. And Dr. Hughes, you come down with the red folder not long after Dr. Nelson comes down, and Jack pauses, looks at Doris, looks at Danny and Walt, goes, "Do y'all hear that?
Hear what now?
Oh, do y'all hear that? There's a little voice. Sounds like a child or something. Does no one hear this child talking? No, just me.
Can I try to record? I'm here, right? I can hear this.
You are here. Yeah, you can hear Jack
Can I
talking.
try to do the thing?
You can try to do the thing. Pull out your tuning fork.
Yes, please. I'm going to try to record. I have a curiosity. Did he start asking about the sound of a child because of the red envelope?
He started asking when Dr. Hughes and Dr. Nelson came back downstairs.
Interesting. I'm gonna see what I can listen to. Fuck my sanity.
Can I also check to see if I can hear a small child?
Yes, give me listen checks, both of y'all.
I've tangled with the darkness enough today.
I'm tangled with the dark.
Success for Bobby May.
Success for Bobby May. Bobby May, what is your sanity?
47.
Okay. Success. You don't hear anything, Bobby May, out of the ordinary.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Doctor.
I don't like how you asked that question.
What question? Do y'all hear?
What is your sanity?
What's your sanity at?
The lowest of the group.
It is the lowest of the group.
Yep.
But not the lowest in the room.
Fair.
That's not surprising, unfortunately.
You've been through a lot.
Yeah. Irina, you pull out your tuning fork. There's absolutely nothing. Record, and you've got your tape recorder going.
Yes.
But you
feel
don't
like those
hear anything. Your tuning fork does not move. Unlike earlier, he's not talking to Doris right now, though, and he's not hearing anything from Doris. He's just, no one to hear that small child.
Out of curiosity.
Yes.
What are ghost boxes really, other than just people trying to catch random noises on a walkie-talkie?
Yes, this is correct.
Walkie-talkie time instead.
Pull out the walkie-talkie. Nothing.
Damn it, my phasmophobia skills are.
I knew where you were going with that.
I love the idea, but you don't hear anything. What's your sanity at?
Mine?
I don't like that transition either.
71.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
I mean, he talks to the penguin too.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm at 70. What? 74?
For now.
No, not
66.
that high. Is it? No, I am.
Holy crap, you guys.
I lost a chunk.
You did lose a chunk.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, hey, actually, before we get going, Bobby May, how
Must just be me.
How comfortable are you with letting other people handle your camera?
Not particularly. It's very expensive. And
I just thought it might be nice to get like a group photo.
Oh,
around,
yeah.
Around the breakfast table.
Yeah, no, we can do that.
Some trace left behind.
Yes, but I
Yeah.
do want you in it, Bobby May. Not that it's the professional photographer taking the photo.
Yeah, no, I don't mind. Dr. Nelson, do you mind taking a quick picture of us?
Oh, sure. Yes, I've used cameras before. No problem.
Yeah, I imagine she would as a scientist.
Scientist.
I'll
Yeah.
pull out my camera and just give her the quick rundown because it's a professional camera, so just give her
Yeah.
a quick rundown of it.
Yeah, you
and
probably
then-
just like look at the screen, like set up all the settings, and she just has to point and click.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I set everything up for her.
It's an indoor
alright,
photo. The light's not really gonna change.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
can take a photo.
Yeah, you all take a photo. In the background of the photo will be Jack, Doris, Walt, and Danny. Yep, because they're just in the background of the cafe. But the lighting's just so much better, from this angle. So, yeah, they'll just be in the background, talking, having a conversation. Weirdly enough, though, it seems like Doris is like they're talking like this, but Doris seems to be looking dead in the camera.
For the camera. Yeah. Okay.
It's a good side.
Interesting.
And yeah, he just takes a picture, hands it to you, very carefully.
All right. I want a
Alright.
copy of that when we get back.
Yeah, I mean, I could get you a copy of it tonight. Well,
Oh, right. You
as
got
long-
a darkroom set up and everything.
Yeah, it wouldn't be ready until tomorrow morning, but I can get that
Hmm.
for you. Yeah, no, I can get a copy for everybody if everybody would like a copy of the group photo. It's up to y'all.
For as much as this trip's been weird, part of me feels like it wants to remember it. Also,
Fair.
out of character makes a great way for like if many of us die, we can look at the photo fondly as like good times. When they
I
were still
remember when you
alive.
were alive.
Yeah. It's one of those old frame pictures, and there's like a
Yeah.
little X or people sense.
Mhm,
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, love it.
We head out.
You head out, and you head down to the docks. Dr. Renee, she's got like a very Teddy-like backpack with two also like suitcases of luggage, and she's like hauling it down to the docks as well. It seems to be full of scientific equipment. And y'all get down to the docks. I think this is the track I want.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yep. You get down to the docks, and you see the pilot and the co-pilot, Johann and Hans. Johann Hertz is the pilot, and his co-pilot Hans. They are waiting and say, guten Morgen. You're here very punctual. That is good. Good. Some people are not as
Morning,
punctual.
morning.
All right, we will get you all loaded up. And we will head out to Fuenguino. I hope everyone packed a lunch.
Right here.
Good. And you see, he's got like that little old military tin rations box. It seems to have been filled with other things. And he just throws it in behind the pilot's seat. Right, if everyone will hie into Die Frau, we will be headed off. And Die Frau, if now that you're looking at it a little bit closer, you see that this was not originally a seaplane. This is a Junkers 34, which would be a plane that was built in 1933. There weren't a ton of them made. They were kind of mostly in Germany. And this one definitely seems to have been converted to a seaplane, but it definitely has what appears to be some cold weather functions, like precautions that are original to the craft. So it seems to have been a cold weather, former military issue, perhaps, type plane that has been converted to a civilian seaplane by them, you assume, based on the work there. But she has room for let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 passengers, which is the number that you have. So it's perfect. You could fit 7 if you dump some fuel, but it's you have to calculate that risk.
And we are
But-
carrying a lot of luggage with us too.
Not as much as the film crew was, so y'all will be okay.
Nice.
Fair.
Teddy just has a big backpack, but overall, he's managed
Yeah.
to pack everything.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up a few extra things, but nothing too big.
Yeah.
I think that I did grab a 4-person tent.
You don't
Parker.
you don't have 3 people's worth of scuba gear and
Yeah.
film reels and the big heavy camera and the underwater camera and the yeah. It's you're
Fair.
lighter than the film crew was, but you still have a good bit of stuff in you. All right, everyone on board, please keep your limbs and selves inside of the vehicle until we have come to a complete stop. I could actually say to a complete halt. So,
Why would I put my? Never mind.
you see that there's like seats on the inside, like bench seating on the inside. You can just set yourself down. There aren't really seatbelts because this is a plane from the 30s. There's not seatbelts in this plane. Not really. So you can just sit down. There's got like a couple there's like some straps, some tie-ins, so you can like ratchet some things securely to the plane. But otherwise, you're just gonna have a nice little flight. We're gonna roll to see how well he flies.
I hate this.
Parker takes the window seat.
The plane spins up.
Looks like we're gonna have to make a water landing, but that's okay because this is a seaplane.
What
You
if
want
they
you
roll
want
up?
to make a water landing in this.
Yeah.
Rolled
Sit up
100.
front next to the pilot.
Yeah, the pilot and
Not because I
co-pilot.
want to. I just don't trust him.
Yeah, you can sit closest too. It is like a little cockpit area, so you can't sit up there with them. You can sit right behind
Oh,
them.
gotcha.
Yeah,
And discuss, the world hit Das Boot.
that is their
Mhm.
favorite film. That's but
I
and
did Bond.
you did Bond. Yeah, they seem to be totally great. They loaned you a crowbar and everything.
They did loan me a crowbar.
Yeah.
But they didn't loan me a crowbar.
They didn't loan you a crowbar. And yeah, they all their pre-flight stuff seems to be a mixture of German and Russian. So you actually understand some of it, Irina. Yeah, they seem to be like switching between German and it's like you have Jinglish, which is German English. It's like German Russian. I don't know what the slang for that one is, but it's like you get the feeling they're from maybe not Germany, but like maybe Ukraine type area, someplace that would have spoken a good bit of both, or had relatives from one or the other. Because they seem very familiar with all the technical terms. Like, all right, check the fuel line, check this. You did refuel. Yes. Check 3 times. 3 check marks? Okay, yeah. All right.
I will specifically not bring this up with the rest, lest we become suspicious about Russian spies again.
Okay. Yeah. It's very, again, like Russian. It's like Spanglish or Jinglish, but German Russian. They're just, chatting back and forth like they've been doing this for 50 years. Because they have. And you take off without a hitch. Smooth flight.
I'm gonna medicate, because I realize
You don't
that
like heights, and this is a
planes-
small plane.
Big planes I feel like are a little bit better,
They
and I
are
can distract
better.
myself, but
Yeah.
this is just
You're not
a
as high in
constant
this
reminder, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna early grab all and sleep.
one. Okay.
I did ask if I could take drugs, so
You did. You did. Yep.
sleep.
I think Parker's a similar about given his aversion to tight spaces. I
Yeah,
think it's helpful though that
it's
there's
not crowded in here. It's more of a weight and balance issue. But it is a little. It's not
I
a.
think it helps
big
that he can
plane.
like see outside.
Yes.
So it's not like he's in a enclosed
It's
without.
this isn't a pressurized plane. You can't go up super high. Like so, there's like some air coming through. It's loud. It's cold. There's not like it's not a fancy plane. This is it's a nice plane for the era. Junkers 34, but not by modern standards. Irina, yeah, definitely you're high. And you can see all those little islands below you. Little crests of the water going on. Any little boats you see out there. Yeah, medicating's probably the best choice. And it takes about an hour and a half. And you see in the distance, getting closer, a little island, Cook Island, or Island Cook. It's technically on the Chilean side of things, but as long as the Coast Guard doesn't come by asking for your paperwork, you'll be fine. And you see the plane circle around making sure that they've got a good landing area. You see this dome crater in the volcano of Fuenglino, which is a rather pretty little mountain. The crater lake, except that it's a volcano and it's not super dormant. It's got a smaller little lake by the base, and then like a big bay, and it opens up to water and just other little islands in the distance. The water looks pretty deep in this area. And we're gonna see how your pilot lands next week on Below the Land of Fire. So, we're gonna go around. We're gonna see how everyone was tonight, how they're feeling, what their favorite moments from tonight's game was. We're gonna go in the same order we went around. So, Parker Lee, Yutsai, how was tonight for you?
Hey, tonight was a lot of fun. I mean, for me, the character did not have any fun. But yeah, it was nice to be able to like, once again, slow down and we could have dragged out that like tiff between Bobby May and Parker longer, but we got a mystery to solve. But yes, I really enjoyed. Honestly, a lot of the flack Parker got was a lot of fun to see. Just like the little side comments, the little jokes, and him just being like, "Yeah, I know I fucked up. Can you?" So he decided that night to see if he could make things right before a huge nightmare situation, which would have also been interesting to see if he didn't do that the night before. But yeah, hi, I'm Yutsai. I play Parker Lee, had a lot of fun. You can also find me on Mondays on the Wandering DM channel for One Frightful Night playtest, which I'm playing more of an asshole, and you want to see him get his comeuppance. Parker's only kind of an asshole for good. But yes, I had a lot of fun tonight with all the little scenes and the ripple effects from last session kind of playing out here.
Wonderful. Thank you. Next is Bobby May Dean, Nuggetosaurus. How was tonight for you?
Traumatizing, phenomenal, and traumatizing, which is how I like my TTRPGs. Traumatizing and phenomenal. Hi, I'm Nuggetosaurus. I play Bobby May Dean, the investigative journalist from New York City who has done some weird stuff, and has weird dreams. You can find me here on Mondays, playing in our Mondays in Exandria game, which we're having a little bit of a schedule change. We're going to be bi-weekly now. You can also find me here as the Gate Master for our Stargate Flames of Hope game, which this coming Tuesday, not this upcoming one, the 21st of November.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday is going to be our finale episode with special guest Trooper SJP. That is going to start at 8 p.m. Eastern time instead of 9 p.m. We're starting an hour early. We're going to try and fit everything in one go. It's the finale. We want to make sure we get everything done. So come, if you've been watching Stargate, come check that out. It's going to be a blast. Some things are going to be revealed and you guys are going to have fun, hopefully. And then, of course, you can always find me here on Wednesdays playing in this game, which is traumatizing. I freaking loved tonight. I really enjoyed being able to yell at Yutsai a little bit. Like, I try not to be have conflict, well, except for with Travis. I feel like I'm always Travis and I's characters are always mad at each other, but in the best way. But I'm not normally the conflict person unless it's Travis, so it was kind of nice to have that a little bit of a tiff, and then Parker coming and them working it out. I really enjoyed that. I also really enjoyed Bobby and Teddy being like, yo, we're having nightmares. We're not going to tell anybody. We're not saying a word. They might be saying that they're having nightmares, but we're not. We're fine. I love that. I thought that was hilarious. And then I really liked the doctor, Dr. Hughes, just checking in with Heather. I thought that scene with Heather was really cute, and then the scene with Parker was checking in on him was really cool. I'm very excited to see how Hughes kind of fits in with us, and I'm loving it. And then Irina just being traumatized and just being tired, and I loved it. I love this game. I'll shut up now, but yeah, I'm very excited for next week.
Wonderful. Although we will not be playing next week because it's the day before Thanksgiving. We will be playing the week after next because the day before Thanksgiving, and people have lives and things to do and cooking and traveling and all that stuff. So Mostly me. I don't know about everybody else. I know I'm busy, so. And I'm the dungeon master. We can't play if I'm not here. But anyways, Irina Zhao. Snow, how was tonight for you?
Tonight was I feel like very sanity draining.
Yeah.
I loved our nightmare sequences. Every single one of them, especially Parker's, was a work of love. I was very happy about that one. So I do love me the spoops, as long as it's not video game format. And the fact that people are starting to hear things at a certain sanity point, that was cool. I love the Heather and Dr. Hughes moment, because we all know the true horror is a really bad doctor with the bedside table manners of a camel in heat. It is not a good time. And I'm really glad that she got somebody who was more compassionate to help her out. I've come full journey with Heather. I feel Stockholm syndromed. So that was amazing. I loved my my Parker and Bobby May tension. It was worth waiting for, as was the lore. Thank you. I love this game. And yeah, I'm Laura Lark, and you can find me here every Wednesday except the one after this one, because the Americans are having the turkey days.
You had yours last month.
Yeah, that is me.
Thank you. I would like to thank our token Canadian for bestowing upon us that blessing. And now, Teddy, Prince, how was tonight for you?
Disturbing as always, especially that scene with Parker Lee. That was something that I would cook up in my nightmares. So thank you for that, Lindy. I appreciate someone who also has my appreciation for just like really great body horror and fucking someone all the way out.
These things happen.
As far as favorite moments, I think mines have been said. I really liked the scene with Heather and Dr. Hughes. I was like, oh, like Snow's gonna hit this for me. It was like the true horror is realizing that you might bring a child onto this planet. Holy fucking shit. No, that was great. I loved the moment of tenderness between Bobby May and Parker and Teddy, trying to make sure they're taking care of Parker. Though my role on kicking the door in failed, so that's always a fun little bit. We'll see how that plays out. And yeah, it's just some great stuff in this, and also just the horror that is setting in for everybody, and you can feel it like in all of the different scenes. Like, what's this guy with this penguin doing? Why is he hearing child voices? Like, it's little stuff like that, really setting the tension up for us to like be absolutely fucked up later. So thank you for that, Lindy. As far as I'm concerned, I am Dimples and Dice all around the internet, all the socials, all the things. That's where you can find me. On Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern time, you can find me over on D&D Jordan Lee's channel for Ampistrano D&D. I play a wholesome captain with his bestie Cribble, a little growing that rides on my Triton captain's shoulder, and we go on adventures. We got lost in the woods because my guy's great on a boat, but not so great on land. And then he just got wrapped up his whole like world-ending stuff, and he just wants to get back to his daughter before the world.
Wonder what that's like.
Yeah, I wonder what that's like. That's all I got.
Thank you, and we'll see how Teddy does on a volcano next time. Leaving last but certainly not least, especially in our hearts, Dr. Bronwyn Hughes. Hannah, how was tonight for you?
Tonight was fantastic. Thank you for asking. I'm perfectly fine. I had great dreams, and I think everything can still be explained by science. So it's all good. Once we get out of the radiation, nothing will, have horrible lasting effects. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
But, I think all of my favorite scenes have been pretty much covered already. I loved all the horror sequences with the dreams that you brought in. Everybody's individual dream that was just so horrifying in its own great like
Yeah.
very evocative way that you painted the pictures so clearly. It was fabulous. And I loved that really soft scene, like the little bit of respite, little bit of downtime between Parker and Bobby May, where everything is horrible going on around them, but that doesn't mean that we have to be horrible to each other. So I really enjoyed that there was a little bit of humanity in amongst all of this, like everything that is draining our humanity. With every ounce of its being, we still managed to be good to each other. I really enjoyed that sort of like small message.
Hold on to
But
that.
otherwise, you can find me on over on Saturday on Wandering DM's channel at 1 p.m. for Scion Birth the New Gods, and then again on Wandering DM's channel on Monday with Yutsai for One Frightful Night.
Super fun.
Super fun.
Thank you. Fabulous, fabulous. Yes, tonight was super fun. I'd like to thank all my wonderful players for giving their characters such great phobias when I was like, oh, what's something your character is scared of in character creation? They gave me just the best things to work with. Without knowing that this is the campaign that was going to be happening. I was just like, just make a character. We'll make it. It'll work. It'll work out. You just have to be an investigator. That's all. And just, there is no save for Nightmare, so they all got to suffer the effects of Nightmare. Grand Grimoire! Check it out. It's a Call of Cthulhu book. Great supplement for Dungeon Masters in particular. I'm sorry, Yutsai, I had to pick on you a little bit tonight in your sleep, because, I didn't stab you, And, the cultists took something and they used it. But I loved it. I am really, really excited. It is, just so much fun to see how everyone reacts differently, because y'all are new Call of Cthulhu players, but not new players to tabletop RPGs, so y'all are just fucking excellent! And, it's fabulous. I am so appreciative to be y'all's GM, and I'm very excited to see where this campaign goes, because, tensions are already rising, and we're not even. I'm gonna leave it at that. But tune in next time, which is not next week, but the week after, for Thursday, April 16th, 1986. DJ Yakumama is gonna be in town soon, and I'm sure it's gonna be a grand old time, and everyone's gonna have just loads of fun, and maybe lose some sanity, and I'm sure it'll be fine. Just keep that red folder on you. It's for the best. So until next time, everyone, have fun and play games.